And we should be live.
Hey, yo. Forgot to turn my mic on.
All right. Happy Friday, y'all.
Welcome to the Friday night feast. Y'all, I'm so excited about tonight. We did a test run a couple of nights ago on this recipe, and it turned out amazing. So everybody here, can y'all hear us?
Yeah, I have this on.
All right. So welcome to the wonderful world of HungryHeath. I'm not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I've studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is my wife, sensational Shelly Eats Steak, aka the Warden. Together we host what you're watching right now, the Friday Night Feast. This happens every Friday night, 6:30 Central. Cook up an entree, maybe a couple little snacks, show you how to do it. Then we spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat, all of our friends in the HungryHorde. Love it when y'all tune in. What did you gonna say? You said, oh
no, this little kitty cat came on, but then it went away. So let me make sure. I mean, I checked.
Are we on the 2G or the 5G?
It should be the 2. Yeah, it's still saying the 2. Okay, good. Just making sure. Well, hello, everyone.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
I am so happy it's Friday.
Friday.
And I'm excited for this meal. Let us know. Comment below. What did you have tonight?
Because y'all know what today is, right? This whole month we're kicking off Seafood September. Learn your lines, Heath.
And get this. What's the best Friday of this month?
Usually it's Payday Friday. But actually this month it's going to be the 29th. I see where you're going with this.
Why is the 29th so great?
I don't know. You tell
them.
Because it's my birthday, damn it.
So, yes, make sure you set your calendars for the 29th because who knows what shenanigans we're going to have for Heath's birthday.
I'm already planning what we're going to cook that night. I have been planning it for probably 3 months now.
Oh, wow. So, we are...
Oh, then what again?
I don't know I don't know, y'all. So, we're super excited and we will be doing 2 giveaways, y'all. So make sure you went and commented on this week's Warden Report. So if you have it, you have a few minutes. We'll draw the winner of the Warden Report at 7. So make sure that'll give you time to go comment if you haven't already. So go give that video a comment. Maybe if one of the wonderful admins, if they have time. Oh, driving. Okay, let me see if I can post the link just in case. There we go. That should do it.
But I was telling y'all we're gonna do Seafood September. What that means is every Friday night for the whole month of September, we'll be doing a seafood recipe. And for our channel member cook along will also be a seafood.
I know.
Another seafood recipe for that.
I'm so excited.
Because y'all know how big of a fan I am of alliteration. So let's ride that pony home.
Well, your name starts with an H. There's no month that starts with H, is there?
There's no month, no.
Oh, gosh, the ultimate alliteration you can't do.
Right.
Oh, well.
Well, I always do is a hell of a month or whatever.
Well, let's say hello and get those comments going because I have a special giveaway. And I didn't announce this because I feel like, again, when we are doing giveaways, I don't like to put a big thing out there because I want to reward the people that are active, that come to our lives, that comment on our videos.
Because we honest, there's a trend where people, when they see giveaway, they come and just hang out just to see if they can win.
Yeah.
But they don't tune in for the other times.
Yeah. So
this is for the family.
This is for y'all that are always here. I know not everyone waits to the end. So for everybody who's active, in just a few minutes, I'm going to do a giveaway of, it's our fall Ketochow flavors. This is from our personal stash. And it's just because I feel like it's fall, y'all. I want to celebrate with someone. So you're going to get pecan sticky bun, maple waffle, gingerbread, And then I'm just going to throw in apple pie. I'm also throwing in a chocolate. And then, of course, the pumpkin spice caramel. This is like my all-time favorite. This is the one that you make that wonderful soup for.
Yes.
So somebody is going to get the 6-pack.
You don't make the soup for it.
You make the soup with it. That's right. Somebody's going to get this fall 6-pack right now in the chat. So make sure you're chatting, saying hellos and everything else. And I can't wait to see who wins the fall pack.
You know what we should have done?
The only one I didn't have was eggnog. So I'm sorry that that's not part of it.
We should have put the box together already, just so we'd have it all their stuff
together.
Oh,
that's true.
Well,
I've got a little divider. And then our other giveaway, so go comment on that video. The other giveaway is for the new Ketochow. So you're going to get the old chocolate cores. Then there are
the original.
Right. The vanilla cream core, and that's 2 sweetened, 1 unsweetened. Well, I'll let you do that.
Because I noticed if you do it like this, they stack better.
And then 3 of the strawberry cream cores, again, 2 sweetened and 1 unsweetened. So one person's going to win that. Go comment on the Warden Report so you can be in that. We'll draw that at 7. And I'm going to say hello to just a few people, and then we'll draw the name in about 9 minutes.
The rest of you we're not saying hello to. Just a few of you.
Anyhow, Laura S. said, I just watched the trailer. Lots of good-looking food in our group. I agree. And then earlier, Mama Bear Lynette was first, and she said, this recipe looks so enticing. I can't wait for tonight's live.
Aww.
And then El Strange said, still working, big project. I have plans for a seafood dish tonight also.
Oh, nice.
We will see how tired I am when work is done.
I'm just going to fold this up just to get it out of the way. Okay, look, I'm putting it right here.
And then Carrie's here, and he said, not 1, but 4 people beat me to the stream. It's okay, Carrie. Not a race.
As long as you're here, that's the main
That's
point, brother.
the main thing.
Thanks for coming.
And he said, jamming out with the trailer and getting carried away with good food.
Clever.
And then 580 days of no coffee or caffeine. That's awesome. Mama Bear Lynette said, good evening, everyone. I really love watching the trailer because sometimes it sparks an idea. It gives me more food options for the coming week. Or just turn it. Yeah, that's fine. So thank you, everyone, for posting videos. Yes, and I agree. Y'all make so many great food that you always are inspiring me.
Oh, we're gonna need a scoop to get them out too, though.
Yeah.
I get it in a second.
The little
spider.
Spider, yes.
Because remember, we also have a plastic one too.
Yeah. And then I see Carrie said, just obtained another laptop. It's only 6 years old compared to my 2 computers that are 15 years old. Well, hey, that's good. That works. And I see Caden's here. Says, hi, everyone. Hi, Shelly and Heath. Welcome back, Caden. 22 Cat said, hi, Shelly Heath and the whole wonderful horde.
Howdy.
Lynn. And Jackie's Keto Journey. Hey,
Jackie.
She said, I'll be in and out of the chat, but wanted to say hi.
Because you're working, right?
Got to start packing for a weekend with RSK.
Oh, nice.
Gin. Or let's see, just Joyful Gin.
I like that name, too.
I think I screwed that up. Just
we'll pull a page up
Gin,
and read it for sure.
Joyful. Yeah, well, I've got so many files. But if Jen's here, she can put it in there. And Dustin and Chandra are coming Monday.
Oh,
wow.
Nice. You're going to have a big old party. It's awesome.
Oh, I'm so jelly. How much fun is that? Linda's here. Welcome back, Linda. She said hello. And then Mama Bear Lynette said, I'll be in and out of the chat as I'll be continuing to work for a while yet tonight.
Oh, wow.
So I missed a lot of comments. Sorry about that. Just have lots of intense deadlines. Okay. And I'm sorry that the cat keeps coming and going. I don't know what's up with that. Well, that's okay. We understand, Lynette. I'm just glad that you're here.
Lynette, you're self-employed, so I know you got lots of stuff going on. You got to work when you can get it.
Oh, okay. Renee said she was first last night, but it never showed up even when I pulled it up this morning.
I don't know why
That's
YouTube
us.
messes with it like that.
Rickwood's here. She
Hey,
goes, happy
yo.
Friday. It started the holiday. Yes, ma'am. I'm so excited. And Rita's here. She goes, hello, everyone.
Howdy,
Hi,
howdy,
Rita.
howdy.
Gigi's here. Welcome back. Gigi said, good evening, everyone. How are you doing? And Carrie said, I can hear all the way in Texas.
Nice.
And then I see Guilty by Association said, hey, yo, happy Friday, Horde. It only took a month to get to Friday.
Right?
Welcome, Renee. I'm so glad you're here. 22Q Cat said, hope you had another good training week, Heath.
Yes. It was actually day 2 of me being on the phones. And I spent, I don't know, it's an 8-hour day. I spent at least 6 hours on the phone today.
And we'll talk about that a little bit.
Oh, we will? Okay.
Yeah.
News to me.
Well, guess what? Laura S. said, hello,
Howdy,
everyone.
howdy, howdy.
Hey, Laura. And Sean is here.
Hey, brother.
Sean said, hey, y'all. And Jackie said, evening, Joe. And Renee said, driving, so won't be typing much. That's okay.
I hope not.
Be safe. Caden said, that fish looks awesome. We had catfish baked in lemon and butter last
Ooh,
week.
That sounds good,
Ooh,
too.
I like that. It's been a while since I've had
Me
catfish.
too.
You know, growing up, I had catfish all the time.
It was
Like
cheap.
Well, yeah.
Quick.
Now, anybody else do this? My mom used to make it where she'd get the nuggets and she would get the Louisiana fish fry
Mhm.
and she would coat it in the catfish nuggets in that Louisiana fish fry and then fry it up. And we would have that almost every week. Like that was like Saturday dinner.
That's supposed to be Fish Friday. Y'all
This
are
was
Catholic,
before
though.
that. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We weren't Catholic. So, well, my father was.
I don't know that.
But no, they didn't follow that. It was just whenever I guess she felt like frying up a whole bunch of catfish. Sunflower Dodo, hey, said hello from Kissimmee, Florida. I have shrimp and Instant Pot radishes mixed with cream cheese.
Well, that's a good one. I've never had that
That
before.
sounds good.
Let's try doing that one day.
If you haven't joined our Facebook group, please do so because I want to see pictures.
And that's where we get the footage for our trailer at the beginning.
Yes. You said,
Our
I
intro
hope
video.
everyone is well. I hope you're doing
'Cause
well.
we like showing off how good of cooks y'all are too.
Yes. And then low carb introvert said, hello,
hey.
everybody. Hey, welcome back.
Oof.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't know why I just started getting a headache. I just felt it right here. I think you're too loud.
Oh, am I too loud? And then I see Zenobia is here. She says, holiday. Hey. And Judy Plant is here and says, hi, everyone. Hey, Judy. Rickwood said, I had a big plate of chicken wings tonight. Ooh, air fried with Redmond's lemon pepper.
Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds amazing. And then just Jason's here, and he said, hey, Jason, welcome back.
I'm so sad we can't go to KPL and meet up with him.
I
want to meet him in person too. I mean, I want him to hang out with everybody at KPL, but most of them we've already met. So I want to meet him in person finally.
I know, me too. Judy said, I love seafood.
Nice.
Well, and you know who else I was chatting with on Facebook a little bit? Remember Kathy P and AZ? Yeah. We're not going to get to see her, and she didn't know we weren't going to be there. And she goes, well, now I'm sad and cussing.
And cussing?
Because I posted, it says, if I'm not drinking coffee, I'm cussing.
Yeah.
And it said, just kidding. I can do both.
All right.
Something like that.
Oh, she can, y'all.
So Kathy was saying that. I was like, I can't imagine Kathy.
I really want to go. You can't fit it in right now.
All right. We're about to pull for the Ketochow fall flavors. So let's see here. Let me make sure this is all up. Okay. It says everybody's in here. Let's see. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
No, we don't eat beans. Beans aren't keto.
Jackie!
Hey, Jackie!
Jackie won.
Which one?
Jackie's Jinx Journey.
No. Which? Because we're doing 2.
This is for the fall.
The fall. Okay, that's what I was asking. Which one is it? The fall one?
So congratulations, Jackie. You're going to get that fall mix, which includes one of them is the pumpkin. I'm so excited for you. So please, down at the bottom is our email. I'm sure you already know it, Jackie, but send us an email with your address so that we could get that sent out to you. It'll go out on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday. Which, speaking of, what does everybody have planned for Monday?
Working.
And then 22Q Cat said, I totally forgot you were doing Seafood September. And she goes, yes, me too. Mama Bear Lynette said, what's the date of the cook-along this month? I haven't set the date. Speaking of Lynette, when you get a chance, send me an email with what dates you're available.
Because honestly, that's mainly what we're going to do. We're going to do it around your schedule.
Sunflower Dodo said, super sensational seafood September.
Shelly.
Well, she really got that going for you.
Thank you.
That's
Super.
Awesome. And Patty's here. Welcome back, Patty. She said good evening. And Luz is here and says, hello, everyone.
Howdy,
hey,
howdy,
Luz.
howdy.
And then Renee said, hashtag faithful family.
Right.
I know. You are the best. Absolutely. And then Hoofinit's here. Hey, Karen. She said, happy Friday, everyone.
How are y'all recovering after the
March? How's Brian doing?
Yeah.
Rita said, oh, yumminess ahead. I'm saying.
Because in fact, y'all, the picture for the thumbnail for tonight was actually the one we made the other night.
Yeah, we made this
we did a
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We made it Tuesday. Yes, and it was so good. So whenever the water isn't even no, I could tell it's not even higher then, don't I? Oh, go all the way to max. That's why. Jackie said pumpkin spice is the bestest. I agree. And then also what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the broiler because our hatch chilies actually, just like if you ever get poblanos, they have like a wax film over it. So do hatch peppers. So we're going to scorch that off.
You ready to do that now?
Yeah. So if you want to turn on the broiler and then show them our hatch peppers.
Where'd you put them? Oh, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was looking for the bag where I bought them.
Oh, I just tossed that bag. I was like, we don't need this bag here.
But it has a logo on it. It looks cool.
It's in the recycle box. But these are pretty nice size hatch.
Yeah. Oh,
wait a second. There, it came back.
See how big it is?
That's a big size hatch.
That's what she said.
And show the other one. Oh, yeah. So what we're going to do, I'm turning the broiler on. And then we're going to stick these under the broiler. And then we're going to turn it because we want to get them nice and scorched on the outside to kind of make that wax film kind of bubble up.
Got this at Kroger, and they had actually two options, either the hot or the mild. So y'all know us, we got to go hot. It was wild too. They didn't have them out on the display in the produce section. So the guy had to go to the back, and he asked me, well, how many do you want? I said, I don't know, 4, I guess. So he brought me up this whole bag.
I know. I was like, you only got 4? Like, I would have asked for like 8 or 12.
I asked you, and you're like, whatever.
So then once we get those scorched, then we're going to put them in a plastic bag so that'll help it sweat off. And whenever you're ready, just put them under the broiler. Let's see here. And Linda said, looks good. Haven't tried but one. And then Carrie said, apple pie is the best when you make it warm and then drink it. That's what I have heard. What a great suggestion. 22Q Cat said, oh my, all of those wonderful fall Ketochow flavors. Again, the only one we were missing was eggnog. So sorry about that.
And we the only thing we didn't do was dump the tote and search through looking for it.
Well, that's true. But I think I already actually finished the eggnogs. Oh, thanks, Gary, for the reminder. He said he hit that like button. So make sure everybody has hit that like button, please. That really helps the channel and helps the live.
Yes.
So just if you need to minimize the chat, hit the thumbs up and then bring the chat right back up. We really appreciate it, y'all. Air fried auntie. Hey, I didn't know if you'd make it tonight, Shauna. She goes, hello at my girls' crop weekend. Had to pop in to say hi. I'm so glad you did.
Ouch.
You're so great. Jackie said, got to save the pumpkin for shakes and creamies. Use the salted caramel for the soup. That is a great suggestion, Jackie. Gary said he can't do chocolate. Yeah, I get that. Linda said that would be nice to win. I'm sorry. I was hoping the fish or the spider, right?
I can't find the plastic one, so I will.
The plastic.
We have another one of those. It's plastic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's buried in the drawer somewhere.
Laura said, you guys are so sweet.
Aw.
Thanks, Laura.
She always tells me I'm salty.
Mm-hmm. Kane said, love fall flavors. Hope fall temperatures get here soon. You and me both. Did you decide to sit on the floor?
Basically.
Well, don't worry, because soon you'll have to get up to check on the peppers. I usually just let it go for a minute or two per side.
You should have set a timer.
But yes, I am so waiting for the fall temperatures.
Set me a timer for 1 minute.
Well, I'll see. Well, it's been a minute now.
Okay, then. On it, boss.
Because my thing is, now that it's September, it's officially pre-Halloween month. So the Halloween countdown begins. Carrie said the vanilla and strawberry are working out using their core. Oh, that's awesome, Carrie. Did they burn it all or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, okay, that's good. A little bit of scorching there. And
I'm going to set my thing. You said 2 minutes, right?
Yeah. 22Q Cat said, are you following me or am I following you? Hey, Jason. Rosie's here. Hey, Rosie. She
howdy,
said,
howdy, howdy.
hi, Heath and Shelly. How are you doing? Let's see. Oh, Sharon's here. Hey,
Hey,
Sharon.
Sharon.
She said, totally lost track of time. Well, I'm glad you're here. Hoofinit said, no seafood for us tonight, but there is sea food. I'm fixing a smash burger for myself.
Oh, nice.
And Brian will have leftover taco meat with all the hot sauces.
Nice.
That sounds amazing.
You put some MCT on that, right?
You should share a picture in our Facebook group.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
I don't know why the cat keeps coming and going tonight.
I don't know either. Sorry, y'all.
Wi-Fi is good.
Yeah.
It says full on the Wi-Fi. Lou says, it's hard to see your food videos. It makes me so hungry.
That's the plan, Stan.
Right. You got to do it when you're ready to eat. And then that way it'll really get your hunger up there.
We want this actually boiling, right?
Yeah. Nice full boil.
I just see the steam coming
Which we
off.
got time because as soon as the peppers are done, you're going to put them in the baggie.
Yeah.
And let them sweat for about 10 minutes. And that's plenty of time for the shrimp to get ready. Carrie said, Heath and Shelly, I got some free meats from the church today.
Oh, nice.
And one of them was bacon. It was only 12 ounce. It was the thick bacon.
Oh, yeah.
And I twirled it up and cooked it in the New Wave oven. So yummy.
Nice.
I'm so happy for you, Carrie. That's awesome. Radical Geek. Hey, Maitreya. She goes, hi, all. How are you doing? Oh, there you go. For your gin enjoyment.
I love that. That's so clever.
That's
awesome.
That's so awesome. Oh, there we go.
I'm on it, boss.
One thing I do want to mention is we'll be doing that other giveaway. So again, make sure you went to the Warden Report and commented. But releasing next week, starting Monday, so on Labor Day, the 4th, that whole week, we have our first ever, collab coming out.
Maybe 2 minutes is too long.
Let's see how they look. Oh, no, that's good.
Let's show everybody else.
Yeah, and then just immediately put them in that baggie.
Well, open the bag for me. I drop it.
I can't reach it.
Oh, I got to set the gloves on.
And then...
Teamwork!
So... we have a collab coming out, and many of them are doing premieres for the collab. So you want to make sure.
Oh, they are. That's awesome.
Yeah. So make sure you go to these channels and subscribe if you're not already subscribed.
Just in case, I was going to put on the towel.
Okay. So here are the channels. And let me see if I can even post them here. Hold on. I don't know if it'll let me. Let me see. Ah. Okay.
Shoot,
Come on, mouse.
doing it.
What is it?
My chair keeps collapsing.
Let's see if I can post these, y'all. No. Don't let me. Okay. So here is the channels. We have Keto Simple. That's Dustin and Keto Simple. And I think he's already here in the chat. Oh, there we go. Let's see if it'll let me do it one by one. And then we have Crafty and Carnivorish. That's Hyla. And then we have Just Jason, Keto. Okay. Why is this mouse giving me problems?
Maybe you should have had that in another thing all by itself. You
And
could have put
then-
a visual.
Right? I know it says Just Jen Delaney, so I'll need to update that.
Yes.
But, oh, come on. Okay. I don't know why this mouse. You see what it's doing?
Yeah.
Keeps skipping,
I
jumping
wonder
all
if
over.
that battery's going dead on it.
Oh. Okay. And then we have For Your Joy, Enjoyment. That's Jen. And then we also have Paleo Barbie does keto. And we have Alan's Awesome Keto World. Oh, come on. Stop. Y'all, I'm about to.
Throw a fit.
Okay. Oh my goodness. What is going on with this mouse?
You want me to go get the other one?
Oh, was this not the mouse that's normally here?
No, but well, yeah, it is. Because it was working fine for me earlier.
Okay, there we go. So we have Alan's Awesome Keto World. And then finally, last but not least at all, is Radical Geek. There. And they're all participating in the collab challenge for next week. So please make sure you go and give them a subscribe and then set your notifications for their videos. And then if anybody else here is interested in joining the collab, we're going to be doing some more of these. Please send us an email. The email's down below, HungryHeath@gmail.com, that you're interested. So if you have a channel and you're interested in the collab, please come join us. Send us an email. We have another interesting one coming up. And so I'm super excited about it. So please come join us. And then Rosemary, hey, welcome back. She goes, you guys are amazing. Glad I caught you live. Well, thank you. That's so sweet. And Two Crazy Ketos. Hey, Joe and Rachel.
Howdy.
Hey, everyone. How are you doing? And then I see Linda said, I'm so ready for fall. I have been ready since last fall because that's like my favorite season is fall, which we basically hardly get here.
We get a weekend of it.
Right. It seems like it. Cynthia said, hi, everyone. Haven't made a live in a few weeks. Well, I'm glad you're back. I hope you've been okay. Welcome back, Cynthia. Radical Geek said, yes, this has been a long week. The ragweed is high and I'm all sniffly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Maitreya. That sucks. And I don't think you have yet, but I watched earlier her Cheese Friday. That was some dirty pull, Maitreya.
Oh, now I'm going to go watch it again.
Yes, go watch Maitreya's. Oh my gosh, you guys. Go to Radical Geek. Let's see, everybody talking back and forth. That's so awesome. Hoovenit said, oh gosh, I love catfish. If I had a taste for it at lunch, I'd go to the pond and catch me one. Wow. So as long as it didn't honk or grunt at me, I had a very nice lunch or dinner. Wow. Carrie said, I was watching one show on Food Network, which was Bobby Flay's Titans, and one took 3 whole fish, one at a time, and fried the whole fish. It looked so good.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I haven't even heard of that show.
Mm-mm. Well, we also don't watch cable anymore.
Right? And then I see Carrie said all the seafood to eat.
Right.
That's awesome.
Because it's starting to boil, but I want a rolling boil.
Right? And then Rickwood said, had dinner the other night with my girlfriend, and I'm known since grade school.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That's
We
awesome.
ended up at a seafood restaurant, not at Keto, but the friendship was priceless. And you know what? That's the most important thing. Like my coach, Samantha, would even say, you live for the moments, not for the food. So
Right.
it's more important that you had time with such a friend that you've known forever, basically. That's awesome. Jackie said, what? I never win anything.
All right,
Well,
you want us
now
to
you
redraw then? So we'll keep your streak alive?
That's so mean.
I'm here to help.
Sean said he's working. Oh, I'm sorry.
Poor thing.
Jackie said they're going to Jungle Gyms on Monday.
Wow.
I want to go to Jungle Gyms.
We don't have one in
too.
our area.
I know. Sharon said Sam's has the red Argentine shrimp on sale.
All right, I guess that's
There
what we're
you
doing
go.
tomorrow.
Go to get that Argentine shrimp.
Because this bag here, you see, this was from Kroger, and it runs usually between $8 to $10 a bag.
Mm-hmm. Well, we usually do have a coupon. So
Yeah.
how's it?
And no,
It's
it's not rolling yet. It's just barely
not
getting
rolling.
bubbles.
Not rolling. But what we're gonna do is we're only doing half a bag because I did the other half on Tuesday. And then I always season the water with just Old Bay.
You
To
want
me,
to throw it
that's
in there
just
now
a
or
base
after?
seasoning. Huh?
You may throw the seasoning in now? Or once it actually starts rolling?
Once it starts,
Okay.
you can either way.
'Cause I'm tired of
I
looking
see
at
it's
it.
already 7. So let's go draw the winner of the YouTube. So this is going to be for Ketochow's newest flavors. Yeah, that's good. Which is all those core flavors. So let's see who wins. Let me find. There we go.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Oh my gosh, that does smell really good.
You know what? Though?
Okay.
Let's get this out of the way.
So here's that link.
I just want to stir this up. So is that not clogged? You know what I mean? Like clumped up?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me just put it in there again. Okay, I take out the duplicates.
You know what I need though? I need
One
a bowl
winner.
to put it in. When we're
And
done.
then what is that? 3 plus 2, that's 5. And here we go. 33 comments. Y'all ready? Pick a winner. Let's see who won. Maitreya.
That's awesome.
Maitreya, because I think you got some too. Do you want to be the winner, which is fine with me, or do you want me to pick another one?
Well,
Let me know. Because that's awesome. Let me know, Maitreya, if you want it, then we'll send it out to you.
dealer's choice.
Yes. She goes, nah, rerun that. Okay. I just wanted to check. Let's do this. Oh,
And
I gotta
also,
do this.
y'all, a thing about these shrimps. If you're looking at Kroger, they have 2 bags. They have the green one, which is this one we have here, and it is peeled and deveined. They also have a blue bag. The blue one still has the peel on it.
And a red bag, right?
Oh, wow.
The red is deveined.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that one. I just remember the blue and the green. But
All
okay,
right.
starting. Well, you want to go a little longer?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Rosemary!
Hey!
You won! I'm so excited.
Now, to keep from splattering, I'm going to put these in a handful at a time instead of just pouring in the bag.
Rosemary, please send us an email down below and give us your mailing address so we can mail that Keto Chow to you.
And these are frozen, so I'm putting them in straight in there straight from the freezer.
I'm so excited. Congrats, Rosemary. Okay, let's see.
Oh, whoops! Yeah, I just splattered.
Yeah.
You want to set a time? Well, after I get them all in here, because I don't want to overcook them.
I know. Oh, Congrats. Lynette said, although it's very kind that you want to base the cook along on my schedule, it should be centered around your schedule and what works for the majority. But you're so incredibly thoughtful.
My schedule is any Saturday.
Yeah.
So seriously.
We're always open any Saturday. We'll have the cook alongs on Saturday evening. So basically, as long as you're, whatever Saturday evening you're available, just let us know.
Because with my new schedule, because right now I'm still in training. Well, they call it nesting. Once I go into production on the 18th, I'll be working every Saturday, but I'll get off at 5:30. So it'll be like just like it was tonight. I'll get off, and about 30 minutes later, we'll go live. We'll go, for the cook along.
Yeah.
So it'll still work out because I'll be off every Tuesday and Sunday.
Ooh.
So then we can go late on Saturdays too. We'll have no deadline.
Right. That's so awesome. Guilty by Association said, oh, I got some shrimp. Last time they had it on sale. How much is it now, Sharon? Yeah. And Rickwood said, gotta get off the mountain this weekend. So Monday will be a recovery day. Okay, well, that's good. And we're just going to let these shrimp just go for just a couple minutes.
I figure once they come to a boil, then we'll set the timer, right? Yes or no?
No. The water's already boiling.
It's not now.
Well, I know, but it was. Oh, sorry, y'all. Let me grab our bowl. So when he's done.
Oh, you're going to put them straight into that bowl? Okay.
Well, or you
That's
can
fine.
put them right on here.
Well, I'm going to put it in that one.
To chop?
Yeah, before I chop them. Because then I can get rid of this. We don't need this burner anymore, do we? After this?
No, we sure don't. So let me take a look.
Okay.
Because they're going to cook a little bit more in the oven.
Right. But we don't want them rubbery. So you good?
Yeah, those look good to me.
Here, go ahead. I'll just hold the thing.
Just double checking.
Yeah. Oh! We lost one.
I'm sorry, y'all, for screaming.
I'm going to go wash that one off. We're going to save it. I have to get it before the dogs do.
All right, that one has.
Let's do this side with this side.
Yeah. Just going through. There's a couple that, if you would, put it right here.
There. That makes sense. Just take my fork.
We don't want to lose it, right?
Right. I'll just wash it off.
Basically, as soon as you see the shrimp turn white, we want to pull those. Okay. All right, that looks good. Oh. And then, if you want to put this, make sure what I do is when I pour it out, I pour it through the strainer in case there's one.
Well, I'm just going to set this on the stove, and we'll do that later.
Well, but what if there's another shrimp down in there?
Oh, I got you. Okay. Well, here, I'll just do this. And then we get this out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me unplug it. Don't grab the burner, Heath.
Okay. And then what Heath will be doing next is then he'll start chopping these up. And then what I'm going to do is I've got about a third of a block of cream cheese here. I'm going to put that in here. And I did have it sitting out most of the afternoon, so it's pretty soft.
That smells so good. Yeah, we got them all.
And then the other thing is I'm also going to add this lime, cilantro, and garlic goat cheese. This is very much like our coastal ABTs, which we got from Guilty by Association. She is the one who introduced us to coastal ABTs.
Hero.
And so I'm just doing about the same amount of goat cheese.
Oh, yeah. We're in our debriefing this afternoon. One of my coworkers was throwing a glory story out. I have a customer she helped. And he was he lives in Spring.
Oh, wow.
I told her, thanks for helping my neighbor.
Right. So then I've also got some Redmond's real salt. We are affiliates, y'all, and we're trying to meet the minimum requirement that they require in a year. So please, please, please use our link for Redmond so that we can stay affiliates.
What do you want me to do first, though? The shrimp or the pepper?
Whatever you want. Do the shrimp because that'll help soften this a little
Okay.
bit. And then what we have here is our new seafood spice. So if you are interested in this, we 1 second. A little bit of water.
You said you want to cut these in half or thirds?
I do thirds to a fourth, just depending on how big it is.
Okay.
But I like chunks.
Yeah. You don't want me to.
But
you don't want
anyways,
to
this is our new seafood seasoning. And oops, and kind of break this up. So it is available if you're interested in any of our seasonings. We take donations. And you can just send us an email. So I'm just going to add about a tablespoon of our seafood spice to this. And this is going to be so easy, y'all. It's such a great recipe. And then I've got 2 slices of bacon that I then chopped up. And I'll put that in here. And there we go. Let me say a few more hellos while he is working on that. Shauna said, did they get to my hello yet? I could only half hear. We sure did.
We halfway got to it.
Karen said, Brian is still kind of whiny, but doing better.
Aw, poor guy.
Haha, considering what all still hurts, I think he's better and doing great. Well, I want to know, how is Brian this year compared to last year?
Right,
like, does
he, the second year he's done it, isn't it?
Right. Like, does he feel like he was better prepared this year and the pain isn't as bad? Like, I'm just curious. Judy said she loves I love the Ketochow pumpkin soup.
That stuff's amazing.
Best soup. I love it too. Carrie said he needs a much bigger pepper. Did you just hatch that pepper, Heath?
Yes. Hey, brother, it's a Texas hatch.
Right. Well, he's in Texas.
I know, that's why I'm saying. But I figured he would dig that. Because he's in Beaumont, right?
Yeah. Hoovenit said, I'm so proud of him and all the other marchers. You could see it in their eyes. Dark places and pain, but they kept moving.
Soldier on, right?
I'm so proud of him, too. I thought that was just amazing for him to do that again. And just going through it, and then you with all of your updates, it was like we were there.
Yeah, it's like the reporter on the street.
I know. So I appreciate that you did that, so we could just follow along, and then again, I'm just proud that he could do that because honestly, I know I couldn't do that.
I can and won't.
Jackie said, I'm not upset about not having eggnog in the bunch, so it's meant to be. Well, there we go. That's awesome. Carrie said, Shelly, the last time I had apple pie Ketochow, I made it with butter and it was warm and drank it. It was just like having a apple pie, but much better. Ooh, that sounds amazing, Carrie.
Now I'm going to dice up jalapeno.
Carrie said, I was cleaning the church and I was getting the cellar spiders and I got one and he dodged me and I got his leg and it came off and he kept going. He was like, come at me. I smashed him good. Oh, I'm sorry. We actually have some cellar spiders right here off of our deck because it's kind of a dark area. And I go out and I talk to them. So they've never come at me. I don't feel any danger with them because
we want to make them pets.
Because they're there to eat all the like little annoying critters, and which I'm good with because that's where our door is. So I'm like, yeah, if you could keep the mosquitoes and flies and other bugs out from coming in our home by capturing them, I support bugs. You. Huh?
The nuisance bugs.
Right. So I'm all like, you can stay there, just kill those bugs.
Do you need me to get you anything?
But I'm one of those, anybody else, like I'm the type of person, if I see a spider in the house, I capture it and release it back outside because I'm like, I'm sorry, little bug. I don't have the food in this house. Let me take you outside.
put you back at your house.
Right. And in fact, my work sister, she lives out in the country, just a heads up. So she's way out in the country, and she went into her shower, not to take a shower. She just like went into her bathroom, and there was a little tiny mouse in her shower. So she caught the mouse and then released it back outside. I was like, and then she took, she filmed it and took pictures, and she was like, he was a cute little guy. I was like, he was all furry and had a little white underbelly. I was like, oh, you should have gave him some cheese.
One of the recorded calls they were playing for us and training. This couple ordered a cabinet from us. When they unboxed it, there was a mouse in the bottom of it.
Oh, I bet it wasn't alive.
I don't remember.
But yeah, so I would do the same thing. Now a rat, on the other hand, no, but a mouse, I'll help the mouse. And so he just added the pepper, and so he's going to start stirring that well.
And we'll use this as a spoon rest.
Yeah, and he's going to stir it all really well up. Keto Simple, hey Justin,
brother,
said just dropping in to say hello.
Howdy.
I'm trying to get some already filmed content edited. Ooh, I can tell you, I'm off on Monday. Comment if you're off on Monday. He's not.
Show offs. You know what I should have did?
Huh?
Put my glove on and just done this by hand.
Oh, well, but then you would have most of it on your hand.
That's fine.
But I will say on Monday, that's what I'll be doing, is editing a lot of fermentation videos.
Yes.
So be on the lookout for that.
Speaking of, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of y'all.
Yes.
Y'all have been amazing. We haven't released any videos yet. We've just been briefly talking about all the our fermentation stuff and with the kefir. And y'all have taken to that so well, showing y'all's video or y'all's pictures.
I know.
And posting about how y'all are fermenting now and drinking and buying the kefir. Y'all are just amazing.
I'm saying.
Just blew me away. For us just barely talking about it every once in a while.
I don't know about barely. I feel like in the Warden Report.
Oh, okay then. My bad.
I talk about it constantly. Probably a little too much for some people, but
see, let me do this.
But yes, I agree. The all of the fermentation stuff that I'm seeing, y'all participating in that and sharing your photos, like it's just keeping me more inspired to try more ferments. Like that's what we're going tomorrow to the store, because I don't have anything ferment right now.
Too, right?
Yeah, and the market. I don't have anything fermenting other than my kefir.
Oh yeah, because we've already finished the
bell pepper.
No, not that one. The hot sauce. Our homemade sriracha.
Yes.
And that stuff's amazing.
See how nice and creamy this is, y'all? And you could, just cook maybe the shrimp like 30 more seconds or a minute more. And this would just be a great dip. Like you don't have to use the hatch peppers if you didn't want to. Like this alone be an awesome dip to have, or to fill jalapenos, or even like a bell pepper. You could do that with the bell pepper. Okay.
Or even tacos.
And if you want, show it up close to that, because we will need the big skillet. Okay. Keto Simple said teamwork makes the dream work. Isn't that what we're baking it in?
Oh, that's right.
And that's right. Teamwork makes the dream work is 100% true.
That good?
Yeah.
Now the only problem that one pan in here, I like using it to set everything on.
Okay. So I've got the peppers here. This part's a little messy. But see, this is why we take it. Because look, it's just coming right. That skin's just peeling right off. Isn't that awesome? And this went a little faster than I thought it was going to. So I'll wait for Heath to get over here with that skillet.
Because it's hot from being on top of the burner.
Oh.
So here, put that down.
I didn't think it would be, but.
Well, that's how stoves work, though. Huh? No, but
you're right. Sharon said, heading downstairs for food. Be back in a bit. You're probably already back. Laura said it was 60 in Arkansas this morning. I had to wear a jacket.
Now you're just showing off. It's not hot?
No, it's cold.
Okay. My bad. Because it was 103 today.
Okay, so here's the pepper. Where's the, oh, can you hand me the little knife there? Now, this is all I do. Sometimes it'll give a little opening to start with. Like it'll automatically have like a place where it cracks open. If it doesn't, just do like a thin little slit here. And I don't slit it all the way. And now I leave the seeds and everything. So you just kind of open that up.
Oh, where do we need the oven at?
A broiler.
Okay.
And we'll need that cheese.
This one right here?
No. Already added the cheese for on top.
Oh yeah.
Should those be links? Oh, did the links not work? I'm sorry, Sean. Yeah, they should be links. Radical Geek said, not booted even though I cheated everyone out of Cheese Friday, eh? It's okay. We still love you. Laura said, I'm at my granddaughter's first football game. She's in the band, but I'm also listening to my favorite people. Aw, you're so sweet, Laura.
This is what we're topping it with. Can they see that?
Yes, perfect. So here's the next pepper. Now see, this one already has a place where it naturally opened. And sometimes that happens. And then see if I can peel off. Ugh. This little messy part.
And I think this one also was recommended to us by Renee. But y'all look how the jalapeno, it's very, very, what do you call it? How do I describe that? Distributed very well throughout the cheese.
Yeah, there you go.
We didn't even know they made this, and she said she was getting it.
Ooh.
Oh, you pulled it. Oh, I thought you pulled it in half. My bad.
No.
This is all trash?
Yeah, I've got the last one.
That's fine.
Off right here. There we go. And see, this one already kind of opened up.
Oh, Everett. There's a second one I dropped.
Oh, I'm going to put that in here. And then.
We don't really need this cutting board anymore, do we?
Need what?
Cutting board.
No. All right. Guilty by Association said, hey there, all you lurkers. Don't be scared. Say hello. Thank you for that. L Strange said, I am the only one concerned about the Old Bay on the burner. I know it doesn't work, but the mama and me is cringing.
I was too. I understand. Old habits die hard, right?
And then just Jason Keto said, I'm still working on what I'm doing for the collab video. Should have it loaded by Monday. Oh, that's awesome, Jason.
Well, little help on you for that. We aren't recording ours until tomorrow, so.
Carrie said, what are you talking about, Shelly? That video was so cool that Radical Geek did. Oh, it is. I'm just giving her a hard time. But what did you do with your fork and spoon that were over here?
That's the ones I just dropped.
Oh, well, I need one of them, please.
All right.
In case you want to get dirty.
Not really.
Okay. No, honestly, her video was great. And I have to say, with Maitreya, I'm always learning something.
Also, to your right is those other gloves.
Oh, yeah. But now I've got this.
Right on.
So I'm just going to stuff this in here.
And this whole mixture's going in there, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know it seems like a lot, but I
eat a lot, though, so that's perfect.
I overstuff. And I just kind of pull up the side here. What?
Dang chair.
And I just kind of get it in there, down at the bottom here.
I'm fixing to, not fixing to, but I'm eventually going to run a screw in this where it won't do that.
Oh.
Because, I mean, I don't use this in the office anymore. It's the only place I use it is right here.
Oh, okay. So I'm just pushing it into the sides of the pepper to make sure I get it all in there. And then I'm going to do the other one. Oops. And it's okay if it's over full, y'all.
Because whatever ends up on the pan, we'll just scrape it off and put it on our plate too.
That's right. Oh, this is so good. And I think that's also what makes it so good is because you overstuff it.
This is the one that we're going to throw away, right?
Yeah. You
I'm just covered it there because it's bothering me. Oh, the cheese just sitting there, tempting me.
Uh-oh.
Because you know me and cheese.
Oh, I know.
Because I purposely did not eat any of that cheese this whole week when I had my burgers. So I made sure we had enough for tonight.
Yes. All right. Oh, look at this, y'all. Yeah. Just nice and full there. Put that like that. And then make sure we get the last bit, right?
Oh, and you look over here too. On the side. Okay.
Now I'll go back on this one. And then while these are in the oven, or if you want, while I'm finishing this, we need to get the stuff out for the salad.
Okay.
And my salad dressing.
Well, I figured what we do is I slip that in the oven, reach over to the fridge, and get all that out.
Okay.
Do it all at once. Well, let me do that. Well, you know what though? I was gonna say I might eat out of this bowl, but. And you're done with the goat cheese?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that. Let's put this in here, giving the final touches on everything. And that's good. So y'all can see there, that looked good. Really filled. Carrie said, oh yeah, I read that one.
You ready for that to go in?
Well, just a minute. Where do you want these spoons to go? You want them on our plates?
Sure. Or I'll give you a plate to put them on. Yeah.
Well, here.
Well, here. You choose yours.
Oh, okay.
You're done? You said you are done with this?
Yes.
This is the one we used tonight, y'all.
And then I'll need the salad dressing stuff and...
That's what I'm saying. Hand me the...
Okay. So here's the cheese.
You'll hand me that. I'll put that in the oven, and then I can hand you the other stuff right there where it's sitting.
I'm kind of pushing on there. And then, yeah.
Oops.
And then I am going to make... Oh, gosh.
There's move your hands. I'll set it down.
Okay. I'm going to make my vinaigrette dressing, which I just need my whey. Carrie said, Heath, I don't have cable, but I have Discovery Plus at a very cheap rate. So that's how I watch food stuff. Oh, that's awesome, Carrie. Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda. She said, good evening, everyone. Hey, good evening, Brenda.
This one?
Yes.
My phone's, or your phone's going off.
Oh, it is.
And then, y'all, this is my salad dressing we just made the other day. Tell them what we put in that.
Yeah, so his salad dressing is made with the kefir cheese.
Where did my gloves go? I just had them.
I don't know.
Well, this is annoying.
So this is how I'm going to make my salad dressing. I prefer vinaigrette. So if you are making kefir, you're going to notice, and if you're going to make kefir, let's do 2 minutes and then we'll check on it. If you're going to make kefir, you will notice.
Broiler, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, you'll have to move that one. You will notice if you're making kefir, you're going to end up with lots of kefir really soon. And the best thing you could do is to start making kefir cheese. So 2 minutes. And then we'll check it.
Oh.
And then when you start making kefir cheese, you're going to end up with lots of kefir whey. And there's so many great uses for kefir whey. So Bluegrass Girl had told me that she says it's great for a skin toner and for a hair rinse. It's also great for animals. So I've been putting some in Samson and Delilah's water. And then it's great for making salad dressings or anything that you would use lemon juice for. Kefir whey is great for those options. So I was going to put a little bit in there. But you want it as fresh as possible when you're going to use it, like for salad dressing and different things, because the fresher it is, the more active the probiotics and stuff are in it. And then in this, I'm going to add some avocado oil.
Feels like I'm missing something for the salad, though.
Let's do the hot pepper ferments and whatever other ferments you want, like the tomatoes or whatever you want. And then I also like the kefir whey. To me, doesn't really have any flavor, so I like to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar, just because I like that sourness, punchiness to it. Oh, there's your tomatoes. And then I'm also going to add this flat iron seasoning, which has roasted garlic, jalapeno, and toasted onion. I do about a teaspoon. Okay, and then I'm also going to add some turmeric. That's our hot peppers. About a half a teaspoon of the turmeric. And then generous with the salt. And that is my vinaigrette. And then you just mix it all together. You could use a little miniature whisk, but somehow our miniature whisk has walked out of this house.
All right, I think these need to go a little longer.
Let me see. Yeah, until the cheese, they can't see that. Yeah.
I want to burn the cheese.
Yeah, do it till the cheese is nice and crispy.
I'm going to do another 2 minutes.
Okay. So it should have a nice look to it once you start whisking it. And then I'm done with all of this stuff. And then I can start doing the salad mix.
Okay.
Oh, do you want any sauerkraut or kimchi on your salad?
No, I don't, but I'll get you whatever you want.
That's pretty good.
Well, this is cauliflower.
Yeah.
Do you want that one?
Do you want cauliflower?
I don't. That's why I'm asking you.
No, I don't. Let's see. Carrie said Heath would have to catch the shrimp fast if it was rolling.
Oh,
right?
wait. This is tomatoes too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Thai basil.
Yeah, it's usually these other ones.
Okay. Radical Geek said, oh, new strawberry cream and vanilla cream. And Brenda said, good evening. She said, pick someone else. And then Linda said, well, my name just went on by. I know. Isn't that sad how it does that? Nah.
Hey, was there any other ones in here that you want?
No, I just like the hot peppers.
Okay, then. I quit
Mama
looking.
Bear Lynette said, on Monday, I've taken some new friends out for lunch. They are the sightless carnivores on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
They're both completely blind, and they have chosen carnivore. Need recommendations for restaurants in Conroe.
Oh.
Ooh. I have not been to Conroe.
Yeah, we usually don't travel that far. We usually hit up like in the woodlands.
But let me think about it. Because I don't even know what's up in Conroe anymore.
Because honestly, when we used to go to Conroe to eat, it was all pre-keto.
But I think there is like a Texas Roadhouse, right? Or a Saltgrass up there. What?
The things are all gone?
Well, except for the ferments, yes. Oh, and then I need my radish. I thought it was on the top shelf. Not my radish.
Radicchio.
My radicchio. Thank you.
Where does this go?
Oh, that goes on the shelf over there by all my coffee stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then this here. Everybody telling Rosemary congrats. I just think that's awesome. Radical Geek said, "Heh, just startled. I was getting water in the kitchen and my Szechuan jar made a loud gurgle." How exciting, Maitreya.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
I think this needs to go a little longer, actually.
Oh?
It's not quite browned. Not the way I like.
Up higher there. Oh, yeah, maybe one more minute.
Because I was trying to pose it for them, but I don't want to pour anything out.
I'm so excited about Maitreya's, what she is fermenting in that beautiful glass jar. Like, I love that jar.
That jar's amazing. The one she posted on the
Yes.
page, right?
Carrie said Heath has little birdies to nest, right?
Well, what they mean by that is while I'm on calls, I'm also in chat with my support team. So if I run into an issue, they can help me since I'm still learning.
Done with the salad mix.
Oh, you need a fork to get the stuff out of those jars, huh?
Yeah. Carrie said that goat cheese is so bad, right? El Strange said, I ordered the big seasoned salt and salt gift pack. I got the gift pack for a Christmas gift. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Yes.
Thank you. We so appreciate that. Mama Bear Lynette said, what are the flavors, ingredients that comprise your new seafood seasoning? Okay, let me look here. Let's see, I closed down these.
And here, I give you these because we need more room in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Don't. Sorry, y'all. You know how Heath gets a little excited there. Okay. Yes, our waters. Okay. So, the seafood seasoning is a blend of rosemary, nutmeg, paprika, garlic, allspice, celery seed, of course, Redmond, ginger, bay leaves, and a chili lime seasoning. Oh, good. We can let those rest for a minute.
But do you want spatula or the tongs?
The spatula is really good for getting it out. Okay. Well, that was great. Move that out of your way.
Well, we can do then. We'll move this other plate out of the way and put the spatula on it.
Yeah. Well, except I won't be able to reach.
Well, I can get up and help you that part.
Okay. So here's your salad.
Okay.
So we can start putting what we want.
You have a fork? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need one too. Mine got dirty, remember?
Sharon said, I had shrimp for meal number 1, and tonight it's grilled chicken for my final meal. Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Here, you know what though?
Mm-mm.
When you're done with that, that's my fork. And then I have your dainty fork for you right here.
Oh, okay. I have a fork.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, just give me that one when you're done.
All right. Well, come on. So I'm just putting the hot peppers on my salad. Oh, the radicchio.
That's what it was.
Do you want any of these hot peppers?
Yeah, give me a spoonful. And then here, you need a cutting board for those, don't you?
For the radicchio? Yeah.
I need to put your kefir cheese back in the fridge.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, and there's a couple serranos now. Wow. Okay. And so there's that.
Oh, those go back up?
Yeah, except for your tomatoes. I haven't gotten.
Will you do
I don't
that?
want any.
That's fine. Will you do it while I'm doing everything else for me, please? And then I can put it away.
Karen
Probably like
said,
3 or 4.
Huh?
Of the tomatoes.
Oh, I don't know. They're the bigger ones.
I know. That's why I said 3 or 4.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying, should I get 3 or 4?
No, I was asking you for that, please.
And here, I'll put a couple of those onions.
Nice. Because I had some fresh tomatoes, but we finished those. I'm buying some more tomorrow. And she was telling me about all the benefits of all this fermented. So let me add that to my salad.
Yeah. I'm going to put this little garlic clove on mine.
Hey, that's mine.
There. Is that good or?
One more, if you can get to it.
Ah. Well, I can. I don't know. There we go. All right.
And then here, for your ridiculous.
All right. Carrie said, Shelly, I would leave them alone, but they are inside and the webs are huge. If they were outside, then I'd let them be. Oh, yeah. If they're inside, that could be a bit of a nuisance. All right. You want radicchio as well?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oops.
That's enough for both of us?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Chop me up some of that cheese, too. Or I'll do it when I come sit down.
All right. Oops. And then Maitreya said, what is Texas hatch? Push. I call authenticity police since I grew up in New Mexico and have been to Hatch, New Mexico. Kermit Flell fight motions.
Well, maybe it's because they're grown in Texas.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Because you know how us Texans are.
Yeah, you know how we are. We'll take ownership of anything.
You know what? I'm probably going to eat the rest of this.
Oh, really? Wow.
Well, you know how much I love cheese. See, that's not that much.
And that's because of Just Jason.
Yes.
And Paleo Barbie does keto as well as crafty and carnivorish. Because they were all talking about the cheese curds. And so I had to go to Aldi and get cheese curds, and they're the Cajun.
Well, you know what? We're going to be driving right by there tomorrow.
Yeah.
We get some more.
Yeah. Well, we're actually going there tomorrow.
Well, see, it's even better.
So that I'm done with. And then
I'm not.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for you.
What do you want next? That right there?
Whenever you're ready.
I'm asking you now.
Yes.
Do you want it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Rosemary said, Shelly, I tried to contact you on Gmail, but I'm doing something wrong because I can't find you. It should be HungryHeath. Make sure it's Heath. Sometimes it'll autocorrect to health. So make sure it's Heath at Gmail. Oh, thanks, Renee. I see Renee also gave that information. L Strange said, I'm working by choice, 1.5 overtime. Oh, I don't blame you.
I don't remember if we're getting overtime or not for that.
I thought on holidays you did.
I don't remember. I'll find out Monday for sure.
Right, or on that paycheck.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to start with my dressing here. I'm going to pour this over. Who else is a vinaigrette fan? Ooh. All right. Let's see here. All right. And then Jason said he's off on Monday. We'll probably be doing editing too, right? Oh, the joys of having a channel. And just Jason Keto said, I'm starting my fermented food experiment tomorrow. Ooh, I can't wait. All right, let's get these out, y'all. Look at that. Oh. Sure, get these little bits in here. Okay. And no, it's off camera, so you can't see Heath's.
Well, after I get my plate made, I'll carry it over and show them.
Now, look at that. Oh, I mean, that, when you go to a restaurant and you order, that's what I'm expecting. A nice, big honka of a serving. Not
some
just,
of this?
Yeah, let's see.
Take the rest of it if you
No,
want.
that's good. Because I find when you go to restaurants and you are ordering seafood, they always seem like they're skippy with the seafood.
All right.
Get my chair back. Well, I can't wait to see your fermentation fun, Jason.
All righty, y'all. See if I can do this without making a mess.
Ooh, that looks good. Turn it the other way so they see the
Piano.
yes.
Releno.
Up a little bit higher. There you go. Ooh, doesn't that look good, y'all?
Now I gotta add the sauce or the dressing to my salad.
Yeah. This looks so good. I'm so excited.
Okay, we're gonna put this back on the stove.
Oh, thank you.
And y'all know my normal
I'm
for
gonna
this,
be like
scrambled eggs in that.
right? Be like Heath and go ahead and get a bite in.
Go ahead. That's why we're here.
That is so good. The pepper, the hatch does have just a little zing to it.
Because it's not from New Mexico. That's why it's only a little.
But that goat cheese, the lime, cilantro, and garlic goat cheese, wow. That really sets it apart. I've got napkins. And then there's that little bits of bacon in here as well. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is amazing.
What was that? Oh, here, just making a mess.
L Strange said, I'm having so much fun with the ferments. I have made sauerkraut, sriracha a few times, but the keeper is so awesome. I wouldn't have even tried it without Shelly's guidance.
Aw, that's awesome.
Aw, thanks, Lisa. I know, it's like, once you get started, it's hard to stop, isn't it? I am loving it. And I've been learning so much more about the health benefits of fermented foods, which I'm going to be sharing in the next board report.
Why don't you tell them what we put in my salad dressing? Because I don't remember.
I don't either. I know it's kefir cheese.
Yeah.
And I think just maybe a little whey mixed in.
Yeah.
And seasonings. And I don't know. I honestly don't remember everything. It was a couple of days ago. I think Tuesday when I made it. Oh, you know what? We forgot? The guacamole. So y'all, we made guacamole yesterday, and I added the kefir cheese. So we're gonna take it out. I didn't add any lemon juice. We're gonna take it out and see if it stayed fresh and green. Carrie said, I saw something on YouTube. I'll have to watch it, Shelly. It was gingerade that was fermented. Oh, that sounds good. Radical Geek said, I've been fermenting for decades. Love it. We are getting cabbages at the farmer's market. I'm using my big jar for kraut. I know. You are so awesome, Maitreya. Thank you for sharing that. And I think that's great. See, that's why you're probably so healthy and active and everything, because you've been doing the fermented foods for so long. Rosemary said, going to have to get my daughter to help me tomorrow. Thanks. I feel so privileged. I've been following you guys for a while, and this is the first time I commented. I'm so happy for you too, Rosemary. That's great. Well, I am just thrilled that you got to win. Okay, so let's see. What's the verdict?
It looks amazing.
Is it still green?
Yeah, I think so.
Stir it up with one of those spoons right there. Okay, so all I put in this was avocado, the kefir cheese. Oh yeah,
red onion and tomatoes, right?
Right. I mean, yeah, I think it's still pretty green.
Yeah, and that was a fresh avocado too, right?
Yeah, it was 2 fresh avocados.
Oh, you got some on your arm.
Yeah, it's a mark.
Oh, okay. It's like from over here, it looked like a bug.
Okay, and there you could have
the rest.
Almost
don't even need a salad dressing with that, though.
I know.
I didn't think about it till just now.
Oh well. You know what? Did you already put the salt up?
No.
Oh, and here's Heath's water. Having topo.
Here, clean that off for me, and I'll get your salt.
What am I cleaning?
Into my plate. See all that?
Oh.
Or I'll eat it. That's fine too.
Oh, where you want the spoon?
Right there. Perfect.
Oops. Wow, that guac is good. And see, just other ways of getting in the fermented food. So if you have someone who maybe is a picky eater or is unsure about the kefir, making the kefir cheese, I'm telling you, is the best way of doing it. Like if you add in that kefir cheese, either making it as a dip, putting it in your guac, putting it as a salad dressing, there's so many uses for it. And most people who are picky, when they do the kefir cheese, it's really good. Matreya said she's jealous of the shrimp. I think I want to try scallops. Oh, you should. And Sean said it was 55 this morning in Virginia. Oh, wow. Totally jelly. El Strange said it was 72 this morning in Austin, but the high was 100. Yeah, it's been 70s here in the morning. I think pretty much all summer, but It's just and then it's instantly 5,000 degrees. Carrie said, I didn't think it was that bad heat-wise today where I am in Texas. I never checked. Only 93 right now where I'm at. It does feel better. I don't know if I'm just willing it to be fall. But when I took the dogs out a few times today, it wasn't horrible outside.
Right? Are you making a mess?
You?
Oh, I want that shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is in the way.
I don't want you to drop it.
Right?
Wow. And Carrie said, that's some cool cheese, Heath. Radical Geek said, nice cheese. Sharon said, at Sam's, I also grabbed some of the fresh cilantro salsa.
Oh, nice.
Wow, it is so good. Thanks for showing it.
Who was that?
And that's Sharon.
Just now.
Yeah, thank you.
Michelle.
It was Sean and Michelle who told us about it. So shout out to them for letting us know. And I'm glad more of you are getting to discover it too. Guilty by Association said, I think that cheese is now in my top choices and I'll be getting it regularly.
The Moonster?
Yeah, the jalapeno Moonster. It is good. And I'm telling you, Renee, when you do this, if you can find some hatch chilies and do this recipe with that.
Oh. No, the only thing with this, I did not find them at H-E-B. I had to go to Kroger to get them.
Yeah.
Because I actually found it, because I always do the app. To go search it down, and it came up. One store had them, but they were out of stock.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to check again. I was checking several other stores, and I went in there, and I went back to that original store, and they were gone then too. It didn't even say out of stock. It just wasn't even pulling up.
Nancy's here. Hey,
Hey.
Nancy, welcome. She said, good evening, all. How are you doing, Nancy?
Howdy.
And she said, Heath, you look exhausted. Get some rest to take care of yourself.
No, I look fine. In fact, I slept well. I did get up early this morning because I had to do my workout.
And then we did go to bed a little late last night. But I think, too, how are you? We'll bring this up now. How are we on time? Yeah, we're doing good. How, with the job, because you started taking calls yesterday, live calls yesterday afternoon, and then most of today. Because I remember when you started with your last company, you like almost had a mental breakdown because you thought you couldn't do it. How is this job going?
Fine. I think it's because, honestly, I think the other job helped me with that. Because we're using similar systems. So, a phone system we use called Avaya. It's the same thing. They have a couple of little nuances that are different. Because like on the other job, I had to log into one program for my time. Then I'd log into the phone. This one here, it's all in one. I just log into the phone, and that also clocks me in.
And how are the calls?
They're actually pretty easy. Mostly, I'm just helping people navigate stuff on the website and checking on orders for them or helping them place an order.
And then what? Every day at the end of the day, y'all have a debrief?
Actually, that's how we start the day and end the day. We do an hour debrief. Then we jump on the phones. And then we do a small little debrief, go to break. Every time we do that, and then we go to lunch. Then our afternoon break. Every time we go to a break or whatever, we do a debrief first. A little check-in as a class. Then we jump back on the phones. That's what happened in today anyways. I said it'll be the same way next week also. And then an hour before we leave, we'll do a debrief and touch base on stuff. Nice. And what we're doing with the debrief is everybody, if they run into issues or have questions or whatnot, then we just ask the trainers.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Now, the only thing that's a little different with this job versus the last one, the other job they could do with live listens, and then I could do a thing they call a sidecar, where I could actually team up with another associate, another agent, and watch them do the calls and listen to it, live listen and stuff. Well, for whatever reason, this company's not able to do it, and I think it's because we also process
orders,
payments.
Yeah.
The other company I was just doing tech support.
And then Renee reminded me that she did the stuffed hatch a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
That's right. I think that's where we kind of got the idea of doing this stuff, but we were late on finding the peppers.
Yeah.
But I don't remember, Renee, did you stuff it with the coastal shrimp? Because I don't remember that part, honestly. Michelle's here. Hey, Michelle. She said, happy Friday. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Radical Geek said, I still avoid a lot of whey, but my seizure control has some weird rules. Oh, I never thought of that. That is different. And Carrie said, Heath is over there cutting cheese. Mageria said, but Dyson loves whey, right? And then my dogs have been drinking it up too. Like, they love it. Carrie said, hope Heath is okay. I heard him scream.
What did I do?
When you dropped something over there.
I know, but I'm trying to remember.
When the water almost fell off the counter.
Oh, yeah. For whatever reason, with these koozies, because they're so thick, if I don't get the bottle or the can stuck into it just perfect, it makes it top heavy. They don't balance correctly.
Right.
And it fell over. Luckily, the lid was still on it.
Yeah.
Because they're made so well. She made them so thick, so they'll hold up and everything, and then they're insulated basically. But like I said, if you don't put it in there correctly, it will fall over.
Oh my gosh.
So
this is so good.
There's nothing wrong with the product. It's just user error on my end.
Rickwood said that Basil loves whey, but Candy won't touch it. Aw. That's awesome that at least one of them drinks the whey. Go ahead.
Originally, we were going to do cauliflower rice with this, but as hot as it's been out, and I don't know why, I've just been craving salads. And In fact, she bought a small salad when she went to the store the other day, and I still wanted more, so she had them do a delivery. And I'm actually thinking about possibly buying some more tomorrow while we're out and about.
Renee did the ground beef. Okay. And speaking of, so Sprouts through Monday, Labor Day, is doing free delivery. Now, you still have to pay a service fee and tip your shopper.
And they'll charge you for the bags, 10 cents a piece.
I know. But if you're not wanting to go out and you have a Sprouts in your area that'll deliver to you, at least you get the delivery fee waived, which is like usually, I think, $6.99.
But check the ad, too, because they're doing a big buy one, get one free thing.
Yeah, huge buy one, get one free at Sprouts right now. So definitely check them.
We need to reach out to them and get them to sponsor a video. Because we're getting a free advertisement.
Oh, Strange said, both my doggies love the yogurt way when I make it.
Oh, nice.
Right? That's awesome. And she said, anyone got plans for the holiday weekend? Cooking anything fun? I'm thinking of pork ribs. Ooh, ribs sound really good.
You gonna make those on Sunday?
I don't know. We'll see.
No, you can make them Monday since you're off. That'd be awesome for me to have for lunch or dinner. But
Sharon said, I have a 10-pound pork butt on the smoker right now.
Nice.
Ooh. And earlier I found up to 7 pounds of Italian sausages. My food prep is done. Wow. That's, earlier I ground up 7 pounds of Italian. Wow, that's awesome, Sharon. You're all done. Huh?
We should do beef ribs. It'll be cheaper because we already have 2 packs.
That's true.
Two twin packs.
Yeah. That's right, Matreya. She said she did cheese curds recently too. It's the season, right? The season of the curd. That's awesome. And she goes, me, I love vinaigrette. I know, it's so good. I've always been a vinaigrette person. Even pre-keto, I preferred vinaigrette and I preferred brothy soups. But you've always been more of a creamy.
Dressing and the soups.
Yeah,
I'm more of a bisque versus a soup.
Yeah.
Because to me, a soup basically feels like I'm drinking my dinner.
But I like drinking my dinner. I just like the broth. The broth to me is always so comforting. Mm-hmm. Matreya said, yep, Monday is video day. Everybody talking back and forth. Oh, Matreya said, wow.
Well,
Sharon said, yummers. Rickwood said, look scrumptious. Judy said, yummy.
So you know what this means, right? We got to do this again. Do a standalone video.
El Strange said, eat it while it's hot, Shelly. Mama Bear Lynette said, your dinner really does look amazing. Oh, thanks, Lynette. And Guilty by Association said, now I want to make my stuffed hatch peppers I did a couple weeks ago. That jalapeno mustard would be amazing on it.
Oh.
It is amazing. Like, you need to do it.
Because you know what we need to do, too? If we're going to smoke those beef ribs?
Uh-huh.
We're talking about glazing them and serving them with a chimichurri sauce. We said we're going to make ourselves.
Yes.
So let's do that. Let's do that this weekend.
Yeah. Renee said, I was talking to Shelly. I was gifted a kombucha making kit years ago, thinking of dabbling in that a little. I am 100% for you dabbling into kombucha. Like, I want to do kombucha. In fact, I'll get one out that I really like. And not right this minute.
No. You had that one you stubbed in the drawer. I'll pull that and put it in the door.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. I was letting you know where I put it. That's all. In case you went looking for it.
Well, I'm going to let you go look for it in a little bit when we're done eating. But, yeah, I want to do some more stuff, but because it's still hot, a lot of this stuff, like I want to do the El Ruderai and the El Gasarai yogurts, and I want to get the kombucha, but I want to get them from Cultured Food. Oh, let me look again. Cultured Food Living. Let's see if that's it. Oh, Cultured Food Life. That is Donna Schwink's website. Let me put it in here. Cultured Food Life. She has tons of information on her website. I've been listening to her podcast. She's got years worth of podcasts, so it's taken a while, right? But she has lots of frequently asked questions on anything: cultured veggies, kefir, kombucha, water kefir. I'm trying to think what else. Let's see, I have it up here. Yogurts, kefir soda, sourdough, einkorn sourdough. Now, again, I know some of it probably not in the keto sphere, but she's got everything on there. All of the questions you could possibly have, videos on how to make everything, and then plus she sells a lot of it. But if you're in it, because it's summer and it's the hot time, a lot of the stuff like the El Ruderai and the El Gasarai, and I believe the SCOBY as well for the kombucha, she just gives a warning if the temps are over 90 that they might arrive dead. So I'm waiting until it actually is cooler here. And she's in, and she's in California. So, that's quite a distance. So I'm waiting for that to cool off. And then I definitely want to order those cultures from her. Because she says the cultures she sells, the live ones, are actually ones that she's been making for almost 2 decades. And so I'm really excited to get her live cultures and start using those. Kaden said, Shelly, how much kefir do you drink daily and how often, please? Dr. Berry interviewed Dr. Sean O'Mara, who drinks kefir daily. He makes his own too. So I have, because I've been having a cough. Y'all probably have noticed that, right? So I have been drinking 1 to 2 cups of kefir a day. So usually I break my fast with the kefir. So on days where I am fasting longer, like if I'm doing over a 24-hour fast, I will break it. He's showing his Zevia. I will, if you want, can you go ahead and get my kombucha out?
Oh, yeah.
Since you're up. I will start with the kefir and break my fast with that. So here's the kombucha I got at Sprouts that are on sale right now. But anyways, I will break my fast with the kefir just because I want to flood my system, especially if you're doing a 24-hour, 48-hour, or 72-hour fast. And this is what I did when I did my water fast for 72 hours. I broke it with kefir because like when you're doing those long fasts, you're resetting your gut. And so I wanted my gut reset. And then I wanted to introduce all of those healthy bacteria, especially kefir has billions of them. And I wanted to introduce that into my gut so that they then take hold. So, but you also want to make sure you're getting some prebiotics, like garlic is a great prebiotic. Asparagus is a great one. You want to get those in as well to help feed so that those bacteria basically want to stay because you're giving them food, which I am talking more about that in my Warden report this coming week. But yeah, I'm drinking 1 to 2 cups right now because I have been under the weather and I'm trying to get rid of, physically I feel fine. It's just a stupid cough. So I've been drinking more of that and I've been having kombucha every day as well. And then the other thing I did, which I learned from Donna Schwink today, is to take shots of the cultured veggie juice. So she says, like, whenever you are feeling like sick, she said one time they went on a trip and she didn't get to have her kefir every day. So she was, they got sick, right? When they got back, her husband immediately was drinking the cultured veggie juice. Just, the liquid in there. He was doing shots of that several times a day. And he got over it real quick. His fever broke within a day and everything. So I did start drinking and the one I chose today, y'all, guess which one I chose today to do my shot of cultured veg. Like, I didn't think this through all the way. I just
Spicy?
grabbed a jar and went for it.
Spicy?
Nope.
What?
But I'll have to look up Dr. Sean O'Mara. I have not heard of him. And then Kaden said, can kefir cheese be made from store-bought, like Kelowna or Lifeway? Definitely. And it's so easy to make, which I did show on this last word report. It is so easy to make the kefir cheese, y'all. All you need is some kind of bowl that is deep enough to catch the whey. And then you need a nice size strainer. And all you do, put a coffee filter in there.
You want me to show them what we have set up?
Yeah, if you want, or finish your meal.
I just need to take a break because I put too much hot on it.
But all you need is a coffee filter. That's it. You don't have to do any of the shaking or all kinds of other stuff. All you need is the coffee filter. You pour it in there, and then you just put it in the fridge for up to 24 hours. Basically, until it's the thickness you like. The longer you let it go through, the thicker it's going to be. So, yeah, this is it. So, we just have this, which...
Just a pizza. Actually, it's HEB's Tupperware.
Yeah, but I can see, like, the keeper's already at the bottom of it, y'all. So, I should probably empty some of that out. But, and see, just a coffee filter, and it'll be however thick. So, I just put this in at lunch today, and you can see how much it is, but I'll let it go another 20, or until tomorrow. And that's all you do.
Well, I gotta run.
Oh, he's got to run. Hey, Sherry. Said, good evening, Horde. Just arrived. Welcome,
Howdy,
Sherry.
howdy. I'll be right back.
And Elstrange said, do you get a discount, Heath?
No.
No, he does
I'll
not.
try it in a minute.
He said he'll explain when he gets back. But no, he doesn't get a discount. Sean said, sorry, I'm going to have to get off early tonight. I have to get up early tomorrow to go skydiving. Won't be on next week either because of the Rock Fest. Y'all have a good Labor Day weekend. You too, Sean and Michelle. Have fun skydiving. I am legit jelly because I have always wanted to skydive. Heath will never skydive, but I would definitely be. Who else would skydive with me? Caden said, before the video started, I thought the stuffed pepper was a fish. That's awesome. Guilty by Association said, the beach hounds get frozen Greek yogurt and pumpkin cups as treats. I haven't made my own yogurt. Right? Like, we're all just becoming homesteaders, right? Almost. We're all going to be making all of our own food.
Well,
Isn't that awesome?
How you know it's fresh, or
Right?
clean. You know, I've seen all the stuff they put in the food when you buy it pre-made. That's good, Heath. Put the mic on and then cough. So yeah, y'all were asking about the discounts. No, their logic is that they already have the best prices out there, so they can't afford to give us discounts. Because we already do price matching. I've already had to do that a couple of times for some customers too.
I don't know. That 12-foot skeleton, I think, should be cheaper.
But what I do get, they call it perks. They have partnered up with several different companies. I have to go through the whole list and see what we get. But if you shop through the little perks program, you actually get discounts on that. But it's not exactly Home Depot stuff, but it's, you know, those other companies.
Right.
And Airfare is one of them. I don't remember what company.
Well, yeah, I get the same things.
Yeah.
What do you think of the guacamole?
It's amazing. But my stuff all kind of got mixed up. I don't know which one's which, but I got some of the spicy peppers and they're hurting me.
Falling Lily Kane, and she does a lot of carnivore stuff. She made a jello for beef gelatin and then bloomed it and then added the hot water, then put it in the pan and added the element, and it was gelatin. Well, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Mama Bear Lynette said, time for me to hit the hay. I'm such a wild child, right?
Good night.
8 p.m. and this girl's in bed. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll finish listening to this early in the morning.
All right.
Thank you so
Good
much,
night.
Lynette. You're awesome. I know, wild. So I don't know if you heard Sean's going skydiving tomorrow.
Have fun.
I think that's awesome.
I'm scared. Whew. That sounds amazing.
Oh, wow. Just Jason gifted another membership.
Aw.
Oh, that's so awesome. And it went to Carrie. Thank you,
wow.
Jason.
That's awesome, brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Gary said, what kind of bagels can fly? Plain bagels. Carrie said, Shelly, you need to make the clown tears into a fermented hot sauce. It is semi-fermented. Because when I first started, I was going to ferment it. And some people like kind of scared me. They were like, oh, you got to be so careful about that, blah, blah, blah. And so I like freaked out. And so I just put it in the fridge and let it go there, which I know it's really not fermented. But I mean, I think if we do
marinated.
if we do another fermented hot sauce, it's really going to be our sriracha. So it'll be a totally different one because I feel like the Moist Cloud Tears is perfect the way it is. So I don't want to change it. L Strange said hot chilies. And then Guilty by Association said they made fermented sriracha. I know. Jackie said, still here listening, walked into my kids' room and got sidetracked cleaning, then had to rinse off the shower. Why are teen boys so gross? Oh, I don't know. That's what I've always heard from everyone that had boys. They were like, oh, teen boys, like that's the worst to go through. Carrie said, the bowl would be so heavy with all that whey. Sharon said, just posted a picture of today's smoked pork butt. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. And like Renee said, Sharon, I'm jealous of your butt. Yum. And Jackie said, horror show, Renee, horror show. Uh-oh. Oh, about the teen? Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's something I wouldn't be up to doing.
Oh, man.
Like I would tell them they got to clean it up. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just really getting full. This is a hearty meal, even with a salad.
Mm-hmm.
Probably all that avocado or the guacamole. Go lay down, buddy. You're okay. What?
L Strange said, I went on the ground to take pics of the skydive. So, the one ferment I chose today to do a shot of the fermented juice was the garlic. The jar of fermented garlic. I was like, oh, okay, that should be fine. Whew. That is some pungent garlic. And I did a shot and I didn't have it, I was in the middle of making my coffee. It wasn't made yet. I was like, that was really dumb, Shelly. You should have had the coffee ready to chase it. So instead I'm like, oh, that's garlic. And then I
don't do that again.
I know. I was like, oh, that was quite pungent. It was like sour garlic. I highly do not recommend. Cultured Food Life, she has a recipe for jicama, your sikama. And she said it's like the perfect blend of everything. If you are under the weather or anything, it's a great one to have on hand.
Pick me up.
Right, to help with sickness. So I was like, yeah, that probably should have been what I chose. Guilty by Association said, my ex had 2 teens, boy, girl, just foul creatures. Oh, goodness. Jackie said, oh, going to my first Ren fair this weekend. Excited. Oh,
That's
I
awesome.
love the Renaissance. Which one is it, Jackie?
Red Sox? Is that what you said? Renaissance. I thought you said the Red Sox. I was like, wait, what? But Jackie, are you dressing up?
I love the Renaissance. I have an outfit.
You know what's going to be the problem, though?
Hmm?
I won't be able to go this year. Because I'll be working Saturdays. When we can only go on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Ooh. I got that clove of garlic. Wow. Woo. But the Renaissance is so much fun. I love it. But we probably won't go this year. Just because we have a lot going on.
Right.
And then Jackie said, found so many candy wrappers, drink bottles, chicken wing bones, and had some experiment growing, so I lost a few of my mason jars. Oh, no. Yeah, could not do that. And then Renee said, yeah, the boy and girl were the same, and the BO and lack of using deodorant and wearing the same hoodie for weeks. Oh. I don't even remember when I was a teenager. I don't remember stinking as a teenager.
Those that stink never think they do, though.
So you're saying I stunk?
I'm just saying. That's been my...
Well, I don't remember my mother ever complaining about it. But, of course, can I put this here?
Yeah.
I bathed and everything.
Right. That's why you didn't stink.
But I don't remember.
You weren't allergic to water.
Right.
Some of these kids nowadays, they act like they're allergic to water. Speaking of, actually, I was watching, I think it was MTV Cribs, and it was, what's his name? White Zombie. Rob Zombie. You know how they go and show everybody their pools and stuff like that? To me, he always looked really dirty and dingy, and his pool wasn't even filled with water. He goes, who wants to just sit in water? That stuff's gross. I was like, well, no wonder you look so dirty.
Okay.
Well, because y'all are talking about stinky people and stuff like that.
To
Maybe
each their own,
right.
Oh
my goodness, that was so good.
I know.
What'd you make for dessert?
I just got a bite of bacon.
I move my plate over here and they get all excited.
Who has who trained?
Uh-huh.
So tell them, Samson and Delilah.
Uh-huh.
They're staring at us.
Yeah. Samson does this weird thing. Right off here, right off the kitchen is our living room or our den. And he'll stand at the doorway and just stare at me. For whatever reason, he's scared of this chair I'm sitting in. And he won't go by me when I'm sitting in it. It's very rare. Only time he'll ever come to me is if I'm sitting in it making his food. Because I wear the gloves when I'm putting his food together because it's all that raw meat. I'll lean over here and let him lick my hand, and he'll come to me then. But now he won't for whatever reason.
Can you give me a spoon, babe?
But then, like, if I'm in the living room, or if I'm sitting in my desk in the living room and ask him to come over to me, or try to get him to go away, he'll sit right under my desk waiting for me to finish.
Yeah, he's not afraid of your desk.
For whatever reason, this chair, he doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's just that chair. That was so good.
I just don't want to get up yet.
Okay. But there's little bits in here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm telling you, the guacamole, when you add the kefir cheese to it,
right, I'll get them.
It just makes it so creamy. That's so good. I'm telling y'all, that kefir cheese is delicious.
Another thing, too,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm walking through the room, well, you'll finish your story first. I'm sorry.
When I have every day, I end up with a batch of new kefir, which is about 4 cups or a quart. I usually put half of it towards my drinkable kefir and the other half towards the kefir cheese. Jackie said he's finally wearing deodorant pretty regularly and using body spray. Wow. Right? Body spray over BO.
But like if I'm walking through carrying my plate or something like that, if I don't get it up high enough, he can jump and almost touch it and knock it out of my hands.
Oh, yeah.
He's a big old tall dog.
Renee said, my XST girl was actually the worst. Oh, wow.
The girl was worse than the boy?
Jackie said, yeah, girls are either super clean or super gross. As a teen, I took 2 or 3 showers most days. Right. I was the same way because if I was all sweaty, I was like, oh.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, y'all.
I'm so full.
I know. L Strange said, my oldest showers all the time. I have to limit them. Max, who's 18, Max does all right. I do have to remind him to brush his teeth.
Aww.
Well, that's good that they're both, clean fanatics.
Right?
Jackie said, one in Ohio, I dress up if I had a dress. My first prom dress was a Renaissance dress, but I lost it in all my moves.
Oh,
that
sorry.
Sucks.
So speaking of costumes, I'm excited for everybody to see my costume this year for Halloween.
He is so excited about that, y'all.
It's gonna be amazing.
Guilty by Association said, I received my recent order of Temu sneakers, one pair for $4 and another for $9.
What's the quality like on that?
I got so many compliments and shocked faces when I told them what brand they were when they asked.
Okay, what brand?
At least said, I want to see the shoes. Was Temu.
Yeah.
Jackie said, then you've got people that avoid deodorant. I get that it's bad for you, but take some wipes to your pits at least. I guess Mila and Ashton don't use it and rarely take showers, I guess. I've heard that about them, that they're crushy, but I heard Dr. Barry say the same thing, that he doesn't really wash his face. He'll just maybe put some water on it because he's like, oh, you got to get in the dirt and stuff.
You can get in the dirt, just don't live in the dirt.
But this is, as you know, in the keto community, we have heard lots of people say, once you've been keto for a while, that you notice that you don't stink. But I also heard Donna Schwink. She said once you eat, especially kefir and a lot of fermented stuff, she said she noticed that she didn't stink anymore either. She didn't need deodorant because her body wasn't putting a smell. And she was saying that most of the time, and I heard this also, Dr. Mindy Pels talked about it on her video today, that if you have a stinky poop or gas, or if your body has that stinky, that means your gut biome has an imbalance of good versus bad bacteria. That if you have a good balance and a healthy gut biome, your poop shouldn't be stinky. It shouldn't be nauseous. And that you shouldn't have to have deodorant.
Oh.
That's interesting. What do y'all think? Jackie said, I ordered some pet carriers and pillow covers from Temu. Oh, that's cool.
Nice. So those shoes are Temu brand?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sherry said, will you be coming to Keto Palooza with the new job? Guessing it's questionable.
Right.
Well, it's
that and the cost.
Remember, Sherry, we saw you at KetoCon, and then we were on the low-carb cruise. That really maxed us out.
Yeah.
And then with, he didn't have a job for a couple of months. So, yeah, that really hurt. And then now with this new job, it's no time off for 90 days, right?
Right. Oh, but on the plus side, though, I did hit the lottery 3 times. We need to cash those in tomorrow. I hit the first 2 tickets, $4 each. This last ticket, $2. So we're in the money.
Yeah. So we'll be there now.
Don't tell them that.
No. Sharon said hot dog. What was that about?
My outfit.
The Halloween? Maybe. But it is different from last year. Guilty by Association said, I wore each all day and they were fine. switched insoles to ones with arch support.
Oh, nice.
She goes, I wasn't expecting much for the price, but cute enough to add to my rotation as I wear different sneakers daily.
Wow.
Oh, so it would be something that, maybe if you're not doing, so maybe we should look and get you a couple pairs.
Might as well. Just
if you're
these are awesome though.
Yeah, but if you're just sitting around the house.
Oh, that's true too.
If you're not going out.
Yeah.
Huh?
Especially some slippers. That'd be really good too.
Well, that too. But I'm saying, if it's just around the house.
Yeah.
Why put all the wear on those sneakers?
That's true.
And get just some cheap $4 pair.
Right. I don't know. I'm just afraid they'd be like the same quality levels like Payless or something like that. Because I know those just fall apart.
Well, but for $4.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, go ahead. Let's just check them out tomorrow.
Sherry said, cha-ching, lottery winnings. You can retire.
Right.
I can retire until going back to work on Tuesday.
I will be tired again. That'll be retired.
Caden said, Shelly, I heard someone say on a video that coffee is a prebiotic. God, I hope so. Yes, coffee is a prebiotic. And in fact, to take it up a notch, chicory root is an amazing prebiotic. And there is chicory root coffee. So if anyone is like New Orleans and Louisiana is famous for their chicory root coffee. So if you are someone who enjoys coffee, try doing the chicory root coffee because that's an excellent prebiotic. So what I've been doing, I have fresh garlic. So I've been trying to incorporate fresh garlic into stuff that we are having every day. So like last night, I made a compound butter with the minced fresh garlic. And then plus I have a whole jar of fermented garlic. So I've been, adding that to stuff as well and just tried to incorporate garlic. We also had asparagus, which is really good prebiotic. So we had asparagus last night.
You're still in season, right?
I think so.
What I was asking is we're going to try and get some tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll look.
Yeah.
The thing is, like I know with asparagus, you don't want it to be too overcooked. So you know how sometimes you get a salad that has raw asparagus? Like that's going to have the highest amount of prebiotics. And the more it's cooked, the more it's cooking off the prebiotics. So just something to consider there. So I do try to cook it on the less side, just enough to where it's a little tender. Yeah, al dente. But yeah, coffee's good. In fact, Donna Schweik has a podcast where she lists all of the different prebiotics and what percentage is a prebiotic. So you just kind of incorporate all of those like daily. I just try to mix it all together. Sherry said, better in winter than getting a ticket that becomes toilet paper.
Nice.
I like that. Yeah, we sure have plenty of those. Carrie said, when I came back home in 2010, that was way before carnivore. I'd been using Degree and then had golf ball sized boils come out. And after that, I don't use deodorant. Now being carnivore helps. Right. Oh, my goodness, Carrie. Yeah. Isn't it something how just eating unhealthy, the things it does? Rickwood said, true with Dr. Mindy said, I remember that soldiers in Nam had to change their diet if they were hunting in the jungle because they were too easy to find because of their smell.
Oh, wow.
I never heard that. That is so interesting. Yeah, she had a really good discussion about poop today.
Oh, wow.
And about,
what a crappy conversation.
It really was. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. And it's just really, I've been really learning a lot all on my journey to gut health. That's what I feel like. Like my main journey was to get my gut healthy. And I have learned so much from that. And I feel like it's truly becoming life-changing. Again, making that goal about my health, my gut and not about weight loss, I think really puts you on a good path that will ultimately lead to overall better health and longevity.
Tell them your results right now and what you spoke with your coach about it too. What your coach told you about how you're losing so much weight doing it too.
Yeah. So I could say.
I know what you said, not making a bunch of weight, but still.
I'm sorry. Because I share it with, so every Thursday, I have to weigh in. I check in with my coach. I weigh in and I take all my measurements. And then there's several things like you talk about when you do the check-in. And so, of course, that's why I weigh and I see how things are going. And of course, I share it with Heath because sometimes I'm just like
flabbergasted,
blown away, because this has been like truly a journey. And I have to say, the first year I was keto, and I feel like I was very much a traditional keto where I was eating a good mix of veg and fat and protein, and not high protein. It was moderate protein. I had really great results. And then I got sucked into the carnivore. No offense, if carnivore's working for you, great. But I got sucked into it and
it sabotaged you.
It really did. It sabotaged me. My body does not react well to high protein. And when I went carnivore, I was
that lasted about a year, wasn't it?
Over a year. Mm-hmm. I basically gained everything I'd lost back. And I kept with it because a lot of the carnivore people will tell you.
That's what the press said.
Yeah, they're like, it's okay. You usually gain at the beginning, but it'll come off. Kelly Hogan, Dana Spencer, a lot of these veteran carnivores, they were like, that's normal. Just stick with it. The main thing you do is just make sure you're eating lots of meat every single day. And I'm like following it, and the weight just kept going up, and up. And it was not, this is my story. I did not feel great on carnivore. I kept pushing through. I had so many gastro issues. Like, it was painful. It hurt. I had to eventually actually take magnesium because it was that painful. Like, it was that, or I was having to go to the hospital. That's how bad it was. And I was like, I feel like I'm doing what they're saying. And I was so frustrated, but I kept on it and kept increasing the fat. I'm doing all this stuff, but I felt horrible. Absolutely. I felt good in one aspect, but my gastro issues, just like, it felt like pre-keto. It felt like how I used to feel pre-keto with my gut, because I had Crohn's for a long time, or ulcerative colitis for a long time, and just the gut was horrible. So finally, I got my coach, because I'm like, okay, something's got to give. Like, I just don't understand. I've been doing this over a year. I've given it lots of time. And if y'all followed the channel, like, in some ways, I'm kind of like a type A, because I'm like meticulous. Like, I stick to things. I got my coach.
A rule follower.
Yeah. Like, I'm not somebody who's like, okay, every other week I'm having an off-plan item. Like, no, it was like I was very strict carnivore. I was very strict keto. So I got my coach, and she's very much a traditional keto, because she started keto back when it was Atkins, right? And so she was basically kind of doing that protocol, and I fought her because I was like, no, carnivore's the way to do it. There's no way I can eat that low of protein. Like, oh my gosh, I just can't. Like, I really fought her on it because I still believed all of that. And she was like, look, just try to meet me like halfway. So I was still eating like 150 grams of protein, because that's what do we hear? Even today, I hear people who say, oh, you have to eat a minimum of 100 grams of protein every single day, or, your world's going to suffer if you don't.
And I had to remind her, I said, hey, you did hire her for a reason.
Right.
Why don't we listen to her?
So, I fought her. And I would have some results, and then it would go back up. And then I'd have some results. So we'd go back and forth. We're trying all this different stuff. And again, some things would help. And then finally, last year, she had me do a fat fast. And that really did get things moving. And then it kind of stalled out again. And then that's when I was like, okay, you know what? I'm trying all these things. Of course, you don't just try for a couple weeks. Like, you try for 14 to 16 weeks to really get the data and see what's happening. So finally, I was like, okay, let me just try to focus on, gut health and getting better. So I started doing some fasting, because fasting is really good to reset the gut and everything. And I started feeling results with fasting. And then in the search for fasting, that's how I found Dr. Mindy Pelz. And she calls her version of keto ketobiotic, because she feels like with keto, it's also important to introduce probiotics and prebiotics and polyphenols or whatever it is. And I was like, and that's who I first heard about kefir from, because she was like, okay, have some kefir. Here's some great probiotics you should be adding to your daily regimen. And I was like, okay. I was very hesitant, because I was like, well, that's pretty high carbs. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know, because I didn't know any better. And then I started, okay, let me do the kefir. Okay, my main thing is gut health. And she's saying for gut health, we need these prebiotics and probiotics and polyphenols. Let me try to slowly start introducing these. And then that is where it's gotten me now. And over the past couple of months, because I think I started fasting in April, and then I started adding in the fermented foods after the cruise. Mm-hmm. So in mid to late June, I have consistently been losing weight. I have consistently been losing inches. And it'll be that same thing where you'll lose a little, and it's suddenly a little whoosh. And then you lose a little, and then a whoosh. And it's just like I would say, let me think here. Let me do the numbers real quick. Try to do it.
Because you just got through saying we don't care, and then here
I know. So I would say since mid to late June, I have lost over 35 pounds. And I really contribute it to the fasting plus the fermented foods. And again, my goal wasn't to lose weight. It was, okay, obviously my gut needs healing. And that's been my goal, is to heal my gut. And through trying to heal my gut, I'm getting so many other health benefits from it.
And then also with her studies on that, she also stumbled across another, was it a doctor, I think, that was talking about the MS. Was it a doctor?
I don't.
You were telling me about it, the probiotic stuff will help my MS too.
Well, because I'm listening to Donna Schwenk, right? So Donna Schwenk has a podcast, and she's saying, like with kefir, because she said kefir is so valuable. It is so good because it's literally has billions of good bacteria and enzymes in kefir. It's like the best probiotic you could have. And she reversed her diabetes. She is not keto, y'all. She is not low carb. All she cares about is getting healthy. And when she started 20 years ago, she didn't know either, right? And she has a very interesting story. So she started with kefir, and she reversed her diabetes just by adding kefir in.
That's wild.
So she's not doing keto, she's not doing low carb, and she still reversed her diabetes with kefir. She also reduced her high blood pressure with kefir. And what she said she found is the more she started having like the kefir, and then she got into the fermented cultured vegetables, that her body craves that even more. And she then eats more of that stuff, and she feels healthier with that. And she just says that her whole family, they're just feel so much and do so much better, that when she goes to the doctor, everything looks great health-wise for her. And she's 63 years old, and she's very healthy. So she doesn't eat like traditional breads or pastas. She does the sourdough and the einkorn sourdough. That's her. I'm not saying whatever she's eating is the perfect thing. I'm not against keto. I'm still keto. Like, I'm not doing those sourdoughs, but I think
Something she's doing is right though, or working.
Right. And I think it's like kind of like Dr. Mindy Pell says, you need to do keto, but you also need probiotic foods and prebiotic foods and polyphenols. Like, you need to have that. So I like her approach of keto biotic because I think those are necessary. And I feel like for some people, if you've been struggling with keto or carnivore and you're not getting the results and your health isn't where you're wanting it to be, check out the fermented foods. That might be the missing link, because I think that's what it was for me.
Yes.
And it's just, I don't feel like it's talked about as much in the keto sphere about getting probiotics and prebiotics added to our daily diets.
Right.
But give me your thoughts. Like, I love listening to all kinds of ideas out there, and I'm open to any of that. L Strange said, wearing different shoes daily is better for your feet.
Oh, really? Okay.
What if you go barefoot all the time?
I don't like that.
That's what I do.
I'm not that country.
I hate shoes. I hate wearing shoes. That's why most of the time I wear flip-flops, because it's like the least amount of shoe I can wear. Jackie said, when I did the 120 or so days of BBB and E, I didn't really need the deodorant. Added stuff back in and sometimes need it again. But I'm trying out a new natural deodorant that isn't too bad.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's good. And that's the thing. Nowadays, there are lots of natural deodorants that don't have, those bad things in it. So that's good. L Strange said, I wear Birkenstocks around the house. I have arch issues.
Oh, okay.
I was born with what do they call it? A fallen arch.
Oh, wow.
I had to wear special shoes as a child. And sometimes I will feel that when I walk around, I feel like my feet, like my arches start to hurt.
Uh-huh.
But I also hate shoes. So it's like, Guilty by Association said, you measure your foot in inches and each shoe might be different sizes depending on the inches.
Oh.
Definitely not something to try to replace Brooks or Hoka or other good brands if you really need support. Right. It's just kind of your throwaway shoe, right? Rickwood said, I try to go barefoot some of the time during the day. It helps me to work on my balance.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. L Strange said, the hookahs I have are so cushy. One day when we get some money. Carrie said, coffee didn't like me anymore. I know.
We're going to have to win more than $10 on the lottery.
Yeah. Can we win a million times that?
Right.
Guilty by Association said, but definitely okay for around the house or just a toss on kind of show. That's what I was thinking. Just something, because Heath has to always have something on his feet.
Yeah.
We're so opposite on that. Like, I would literally never wear, if I could go out in public and stuff barefoot, I would.
That's why I say opposites attract.
Yeah. Whereas he has to, as soon as he gets up in the morning, he has to put on shoes. And he wears them until he goes to bed. And sometimes I think he would even wear them in bed.
That's too far.
Renee said, I read that one. Oh, okay. And then she read that. Lisa said, I have a pair of UFAs, super squish.
Huh.
Renee said, I got some knockoff UFOs. Love them too. Rickwood said, Shelley, do you also listen to Dr. William Davis? I have listened to several of his podcasts or interviews rather. And in fact, Donna Schwenk on Cultured Food Life has interviewed him at least twice. So I know the first time was a year ago, and that's when she started the El Ruderai and El Gasarai yogurts. And then she just interviewed him again about 2 weeks ago. So if you want a more recent, because I find that most of Dr. Davis's interviews were several months ago or a year or so ago. So she just put out a new interview with him from 2 weeks ago. So if you're interested, go to Donna Schwenk's YouTube and listen to her updated interview with Dr. Davis. I thought it was really interesting. Sharon said, BBBE was not good for me in the long run. Now that I'm tracking, so many issues have reversed.
Oh, wow.
That is awesome, Sharon.
That is.
See, that I feel the same way with you. That's why I was like, when he did the BBB and E, I was like, well, I ain't gonna stop these culture foods.
You're getting too many good results with it.
Marie's here. Hey,
Hey.
Marie. She said, evening, y'all.
Howdy.
And then Rickwood said, wow, Shelly, that is great. You are finally getting the gut health that you have needed all your life.
Right?
Seriously, Rickwood, like,
What?
y'all who haven't been here before, I have had gut issues since I was a toddler. Like, I remember when I was 3, 4, 5, 6, my mother had to constantly give me enemas.
Ugh.
Because that's how bad my gut was, even as a young child. I have dealt with gut issues my whole life. And that's why, like, I had a friend who was like, why do you eat, popcorn when you know it you feel bad? I'm like, I have felt bad with stuff I've eaten my whole life. Like, I'm just used to it. That's just the way it is. Like, oh, you're gonna have issues, in the number 2 department. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I would go through periods of severe constipation and then periods of the opposite of that. And it's always been a huge struggle for me. And then when I was diagnosed with Crohn's and then ulcerative colitis, all of the medicines they gave to me, none of them helped either. And in fact, it was almost to the point of they were going to start me on infusions with Humira. And I just was like, I just gave up. I was like, you know what? I have tried all these other medications that had horrible side effects, some of them just horrible. And the doctor was like, well, it's this or cancer. That was his answer to me. And then finally, when he was like, well, I think we should just do the Humira infusions, I was like, you know what? Never mind. I'm all the medications you've given me since I was diagnosed have not made a difference. If anything, I have felt worse. Why am I going to put myself through infusions to maybe feel something better? I was like, just never mind. I'll just keep suffering with it. And that's what I did until I found keto. And again, that first year I was keto, I felt so good. And I honestly think, looking back, because I tracked back then, everything was tracked in Carb Manager. And I looked back and yeah, I was eating veg like we did when we first started keto. We still were in the mindset of a meat and 2 sides,
or sometimes 3 sides.
Right. And when I looked back, yeah, that's what I did at the beginning.
Because we'd have a salad almost every meal.
Yeah, we would have salads, and then I would have broccoli, cauliflower, and all this stuff. And it was like, well, that's probably why I felt better, because I was getting enough of those in to make my gut healthier. But then when I went carnivore, it was just
self-sabotage, basically.
But you know
what? You didn't know.
I didn't know because
you kept hearing about how great it was.
Because I was listening to all the big names of carnivore and how all of them were going on and on about it.
Bought in.
It's the healthiest way. This is better than keto. This is what you should be doing. You need to be eating this much protein. If you're not eating this much protein, you're doing it wrong. And I bought into all of that because I believed it all. That's why I share with y'all, because I figure I'm not the only one that has suffered through carnivore. And I don't want you to feel like, well, I must be a failure, because that's how I felt. Because I was like, well, if I stop carnivore, then it's on me. I made the mistake. I did something wrong. I don't know what it was, but I must have done something wrong because everybody else says it is the end all be all. And I feel like, well, sharing my story with how it affected me, that maybe some others who have been trying that will be like, okay, then I'm not alone. Maybe this is not the answer for me. For some people, I think that is whatever help. Like, again, that's why we always say there's not one true way. We're never going to say this is what you have to do if you want to be healthy. No, you figure out what makes you feel healthy. And that is different for everyone. Like Carrie says, carnivore is perfect for him. And I find that I think for most men, carnivore probably is a good option. But I find, like, especially with Dr. Mindy Pels and women, especially if you're premenopause, like, I kind of like following her program where it's like you change what you're doing with your cycle. And I've been doing that more and more. And I'm finding that when I have my cycle, it's so much easier just by doing the quick little changes that she says.
What I was trying to get at a minute ago, though, was
sorry.
how your coach said she's actually learning from you, adopting some of your strategies.
Good night, Sharon.
Good night.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah. So my coach yesterday, she was.
I thought that was pretty exciting.
Yeah, she told me, she's like, hearing you talk about all these fermented foods, she goes, now I'm interested in it, and I'm going to start eating them too, and see if that helps. And I was just like, wow.
That's just mind blowing to me.
Yeah, it's just everybody tried it.
Because you're seeing your results.
Well, and it does make you feel good. And it's one of those things you just try it and see.
Uh-huh.
But I think, again, and even Donna Schwink says this, when you're first starting cultured veggies or kefir, don't go overboard, because sometimes people do have a reaction. Just like, how some people, when they first go keto, they get the keto flu. It's similar to that. She goes, because sometimes you put so much of the good bacteria in that they're flushing out all of the bad bacteria. And so it can kind of make you feel like a little sickly from getting all of that out. So she even recommends kind of, dipping your toes in the water until you get to the deep end. Right. And that's kind of how I did it too. I started with the kefir, and I did just a half a cup a day, just to see how that would work, and then slowly went from there. And I think that also helped as well.
But then she's also trying to tell me that I need to start drinking it as well, because you saw, I don't remember if it was an interview or something you read or whatnot, a video or whatnot, that it was helping people with MS also.
That's what she was saying. Yeah. She has testimonies on her website that the people who have MS, and I forget who else she interviewed, but they were saying that, yeah, they saw or noticed that it did help patients with MS. So I was like, well, then you need to start drinking the kefir.
What you were telling me when you were giving the replay for me or whatever, you're saying that a lot of the stuff, especially with the MS, was also tied into their gut.
That's the theory, right? Because nobody knows for sure
what causes it. They don't have a cause for it, because that's the problem too with MS. No two people have the same symptoms. And that's why they say also there's no cure for it.
Right. So she, but they're people, and because the gut biome is so new, right? It's still being researched. But they were saying that the gut lining of people who have chronic illnesses, such as MS, or if you
neurological.
Well, they said chronic illness, right, like MS or diabetes or metabolic disease, that their gut lining and their gut biome is totally different than a healthy person's. So that's why the hypothesis is that if you can basically change your gut to be a healthier gut, that it might, if anything, lessen the severity.
The impact.
Yeah, the severity of his symptoms. And, so it's worth trying. I mean, and you like the kefir.
Yeah. And then speaking of the MS, I found some other news out the other day.
Oh?
Well, y'all were asking about my job. Well, the way they're set up, we do a weekly, they call it a one-on-one with our supervisors. And I've only got to talk to my direct supervisor twice now. The first time it was a group setting, all of us on our team, we got to meet him and talk to him and stuff. Well, last week, what day was it? Thursday?
Yeah, it was just yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, yeah. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. It was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was slated to have a 30-minute conversation with him, the meeting anyways. Well, I just wanted to put it out there to him and tell him, give me a little heads up, because y'all see me yawning all the time, right? I'm convinced, and from everything I've read about it and all, that is caused by my MS, because I used to not do like that before. Speaking of which, I feel like a yawn coming on. But, so I just wanted to put it out there to him, and I said, okay, I just want to give you a heads up, because, well, let me back up a minute, I'm sorry. Like right now in training, anytime I'm in training, I have to be on camera. Anytime we're in meetings, I have to be on camera. When I'm on calls with the customer, I don't have to be on camera. I never see them. It's just on the phone. So anyways, I'm on this video call with him, and I just wanted to give him a heads up and tell him, I said, hey, you're going to see me yawning all the time, and it's caused because of my neurological disease. He's like, okay, I understand. That's cool. He goes, I have one too. I have MS. And I was like, what? Wait, back up. Time out. You tell me you have MS? He goes, yeah. I was diagnosed probably, what did he say? I think, what did I tell you?
I thought you said like 3-4 years
yeah.
ago.
And then he said, and then on top of that, my half sister has had it for 12 years. So he goes, so I'm very well versed in everything about the MS, or at least I think I am anyways, is what he said. He goes, of course, I don't know everything, but, and he goes, so what we're going to do is, he goes, I'm going to put in some paperwork for you. So that way, if you do have to take off for your medical appointments and stuff to see your doctor, you're not going to get dinged on it, and it's not going to hurt your adherence to your schedule and everything. And I told him my plan. I said I specifically picked out my schedule where I have off at least one day during the week, so that way I can go to my appointments. In fact, I've already told my doctor that because he has 2 different offices he works at. I said I can only see you on Tuesdays because that's my day. By weekly, I'm off Tuesdays and Sundays, and of course, he's a doctor. He's off Saturdays and Sundays. So I meet him at this one facility on those Tuesdays. But so he's putting in some paperwork for me to get that all set up for me, and we ended up going over another half hour. Like I said, we were slated for a half hour on the meeting. We ended up going an hour just visiting about MS and all the stuff we've tried, each of us, to get ourselves better. Wow. And things he's done and everything for because when it really messed with him was he ended up having passing out and getting fallen over and stuff, sort of like I did, but he did it in public in the middle of a parking lot.
Oh,
yeah, that's even worse. He was just walking and fell.
Oh my god!
At least for me, I was laying down and couldn't get up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel bad saying it because it feels. I mean, I hate the fact that he has it, but at the same time I'm happy because he's in where you have an understanding.
Yeah, that's nice.
But I hate the fact that he has it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to wish that on anybody.
Right.
If it was a good fit.
Yeah,
it's almost amazing. Like kismet. You know what I mean?
I know.
So
that's amazing.
And then also I was telling him how he was asking me how my all my equipment's working out for me. All the company provided equipment, all the computers and stuff. And I was telling him how I felt like I needed to get a extension piece for my USB because the headset we have to wear, the mic and everything. That I needed to get an extension for it because I have hung up on it a couple of times and unplugged it. He's like, no, don't go spending your money on stuff. He goes, what I'm gonna do? He goes, I'm gonna show you mine. He pulls his off and it's wireless. He goes, I'm gonna get you that set up too and send it to you.
Oh wow!
I was like, okay, cool. How often do I have to charge them? And he's like, well, I just charge mine every night when I finish my shift. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Right? That is.
And so that's in the works. And but I was getting at with that too is so I have a weekly meeting with him. Just we just touch base once a week.
Wow.
What's going on? So,
that's awesome.
It is. I'm really excited about that.
So I'm drinking the kombucha. So I got this brand at Sprouts. It was on sale, I think, $2 a can. It's called Hum, Humm. Tell them what you say.
Every time I see it, I think it says hummus. And it says right there on the jar, on the can, probiotics. And it says absurdly tasty.
And vitamin B12.
And every one she's let me try it is really good, y'all.
This one's really good.
I'm thinking about getting it myself, too. We're going to get a few cans for me.
The Unicorn Edition. It's magical lemon cupcake.
Wow.
And you definitely get that. So kombucha is tea that is then fermented, and you have to feed the bacteria, which is the sugar. So this does have, it says organic raw carbonated kombucha, which is made of water, green tea, black tea, cane sugar, and the kombucha cultures, because again, they have to do that. It does say that organic cane sugar, they probably add some because this is a little sweet. Natural flavors, probiotic, bacillus subtilis, vitamin B12. So they add the vitamin B12, I'm pretty sure. But it is 8 total carbs, I think, or does that one say 10? That might say 10. Can you read that? You can't read that if I can't read it.
Hold on. Right there, right?
No, that's the percentage right there. I think it's 10.
It is. Well, take a picture of it with your phone. Blow it up.
Well, so 10 total carbs. But again, it's the kombucha, and I know some of that is the sugar that's used in the fermentation process.
But since they use it, they have to list it.
Right, and that's the thing. Same thing with yogurts and kefir and everything. They have to list the carb count prior to the fermentation. This, I have to say, this is one of the more sweet ones I've had. Because I think they do still on this one add a little sweetener to it.
And they do it at the end.
Yeah. But most of the other ones I've gotten, because I had to get it because it's unicorn. But the other ones I've gotten, they don't do that. And it is a little more tart, especially the one I got from HEB, that brand Element. That one isn't sweet. Like compared to these two, like the Element one is not sweet, and they don't add any additional sugars or anything. It's just the kombucha.
That's also not confused with the element tea, right?
Right.
It's just the
no,
word
it's spelled out Element.
Okay.
But I was like, well, it's on sale, and so I was like, well, I gotta try because it says unicorn, and it has a unicorn.
But you know what else I noticed tonight?
Your
voice sounds better, and I don't think I've heard you cough all night. Have you?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay. Maybe I'm just not paying attention enough. But you sound a lot better, though, too.
I do feel like I sound better. Maybe that garlic shot really helped.
As you're coughing it off.
Renee said, that's so awesome, Shelly. Truly attest to the do it for health versus vanity reasons, and you'll see far better results. People stress way too much on weigh-ins that they are literally hindering.
Speaking of.
Right.
I've been weighing in since I went triple B&E, especially with the reintroduction period. I forgot to weigh in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm obviously really worried about it.
Right. You're heartbroken.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think that's true. Just focus on the health because, one, I don't stress over it, because it really doesn't matter when I do my coach check-ins. What I focus on is, how I'm feeling, the good things that have happened this past week. And yeah, then I'm not having that additional stress because I do see some people really do stress out about it. And I just think, well, I wonder what the cortisol is doing to them by stressing over whatever their weight loss is or weight gain. Jackie said, I wear hokas or go barefoot, except at work. We have to wear steel toes. Oh. I need to find a better brand, though.
What's the Doc Martens?
Bear, because I have wide feet. Oh, Bear. I see. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, you would have to have steel toes. Ooh, you wouldn't want to chance it otherwise. But I just still don't have hokas. Renee said, Heath, are you still using the liquid stevia to sweeten your dirty water? Wasn't sure if you switched to something different.
No, I haven't. But I'm also not drinking it as much or making my own tea anymore. No, I haven't yet. All that stuff I froze before triple B&E. I haven't I haven't thawed it out and been drinking it.
Rickwood said, I caught the updated interview, Shelly. That's why I asked. Oh, cool. What did you think of the interview? Patty said, I got a call tonight. We'll finish tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Patty.
But I am still drinking the stevia because that's what's sweetened. The Zevia is sweetened with that.
Yeah. Jackie said, say, Joe, I need about 7 or 7.5, but sometimes had to go up to an 8 8.5 to fit the width. Before kids, I wore a 5 in boys. Oh, I've always had wide feet too. I usually wear like an 8.5 though. Sometimes a 9, just depending. Renee said the best and most correct way of eating is what works best for you.
Amen.
And that makes you feel better and you can maintain.
Amen.
Exactly. And that's why we don't get dogmatic here and tell you, oh, you have to do this. You have to have so much of this or that. Like even the fermented foods, yeah, I'm way into it now, but I'm not saying you have to have that for your health. Whatever you're doing, like Carrie said, carnivore works great for him. Do it then. If that's what works for you and makes you feel great, then that's what you need to keep doing. You have to figure out what works best for you. And even I know some of y'all might be like, what? But some of our channel or subscribers are not even keto, y'all, and they still feel healthy. That's why I say there's not one way to get healthy. There are multiple ways to reach that health destination. And you just have to figure out what works best for you and what makes you healthy.
Right.
And Sherry said, I think we're all the ultimate N=1 experiment. Exactly, Sherry. That is right. You've got to figure out what makes you feel good. And sometimes, and that's why I say too, we hear a lot of times in the keto sphere, the carnivore sphere, people coming out there saying, because that's what got me to do carnivore. I was doing really good doing keto.
You bought into the hype.
I bought into the hype and stuck it out because I ain't a quitter. And I stuck it out because that's what everybody said. And I feel like if instead of that, before you change stuff up, and I see this sometimes in other groups where they're like, well, I started doing this and da-da-da, or, well, one person said to do this and another says to do this. What do I do? If you're getting results and you're feeling healthy at whatever it is you're doing, don't change it up. Only change things if you feel like you're not at 100%. And Sherry said, what kefir did you start with? Commercial? Oh, yeah. I started with commercial. So the first brand was the Kelowna brand kefir. That was really good. But just like Dr. Mindy Pell says, when you're getting kimchi and sauerkraut, and then I did also get kimchi and kefir, don't just get the same brand all the time because different brands have different cultures. So I would change it up. And basically, I started with the Kelowna, and then the next time I just, whatever other brand, I just look for plain unsweetened kefir and just would change it up and try different ones and even in the commercial kefirs, different ones have different number of strains in it. And so just changing that up so that you're getting these different strains, I think is really important. And the same with fermented foods. So if you're doing kimchi or sauerkraut, try different brands. Don't get the same brands all the time. Even if it's like your favorite one, you're like, oh, this is the best. Try a different one next time. So I definitely support that. If you're buying any commercial stuff, change it up. Even like the kombucha. I have tried 3 different brands of kombucha. So again, I'm not doing the same ones, and I'm changing those up as well. Jackie said, anyone else take 10 outfits for 3 days? No, just me. And then Renee said, me. She goes, I envy light packers. I'm definitely a light packer. Like if I could get away with one outfit for 3 days, I would do it.
Well, because like we took the 3 suitcases on the cruise, and we were really trying to figure out how we can get by with only 2.
I know. I think though, come on, baby. A lot of that was my mother is a huge overpacker. Like she is someone who has at least one pair of shoe for. I thought I put it over there. The flashlight. Yeah. Yeah, it's over. Where she went. Uh-oh. Go find my baby. She has been going over by the air conditioner.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there.
Oh, there she is. Come on, baby. Good girl.
She's like, I just had to do a little drama to make sure you wanted me.
Where's her treats?
Right there, that baggie.
This one?
The little bag. No, that's not a dog treat bag. That's not either.
This one. The greenies?
Yes.
All right. I'm used to the big bag. Oh, that's coming in a couple of days, though, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, if anybody's into Chewy, if you use Chewy.com, I think it's still going. You use the code BOOP, B like boy, OOP like Paul. If you spend $100, you get a $30 gift card for next time on Chewy. So I did that because they were needing their liver and everything. And I was like, well, that's normally $60 when I get the liver and the other little treats. So I was like, well, I'll just spend a little more and then I'll get $30 back. So there you go. If you're into that for your dog, or cats, they also have cats, spend $100, get a $30 gift card. But yeah, so my mother's always what? Oh,
My lowrider.
My mother's was always an overpacker, like so much so is when her and I would go on a trip, I could only bring one suitcase because my other suitcase needed to be hers because she needed that much. So I guess I just got used to packing light because that's just how it was. And so now, like, in fact, I thought on this trip we did it one suitcase on the cruise. Well, we had
the two blacks. I remember having them both open.
Oh,
and
okay.
then we always carried the small one because that's where you put your machine in. That's her carry-on.
Right.
Which makes sense because she has to bring her machine with us. There's nothing to packing that and then them losing it.
Right.
So if it's a carry-on, we have to keep it.
Well, usually when we go on like a weekend trip,
we just take the one.
We just bring the one black one.
Yeah.
And I take
like if it's like a 2 or 3 nights, then we just take the one black one and then your carry-on.
Right. Yeah. But so I don't pack much, but I'm not like a typical person. Again, like my mother definitely would overpack. And then like one time we went on a trip, like it was just I think a 5-day trip to Hawaii, and she had to light up her shoes in the hotel room, and they went almost across the whole wall. For 5 days, she brought, I think it was like 17 pairs of shoes.
Wow. You would have brought maybe at the most 2 pair.
At the most.
And even that, you're like, oh man, why so much?
Oh my gosh, Rhonda.
Oh, really?
Rhonda, hey Rhonda, welcome. She just sent us a super chat of $10.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Rhonda. She goes, love watching your channel because you are so on point with your views. People should find what works for you. Find the thing that hypes you for what you need. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Jackie, why did I say that? I'm sorry.
Because probably next one.
Thank you so much, Rhonda. You're amazing. And that's true. You just find what works for you. And again, we don't need to like judge other people. That's why I say, if somebody comes in our group and they post whatever, like I'm not going to judge them if they're eating a sweet potato or whatever it is. If they're getting healthy by whatever they're eating, then that's good for them.
Do you need anything? I'm gonna get me some ice.
But thank you again, Rhonda. You're amazing. No, I'm good.
I want some ice.
And then Carrie said he's going to bed. Good
night,
Carrie.
brother.
Lisa said, that's awesome, Heath.
Oh, what was it? What's awesome? Which part?
About your manager.
All right.
Renee said, I always look like I'm moving in when I stay with Heath and Shelly for a weekend.
Well, that's what we're hoping.
My overpacked suitcase, the beach house, an overpacked backpack. I mean,
no, that's called being prepared.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's also why she has a room reserved on permanent reservation. You know what I mean?
Right. Did Carrie realize he got that membership? I don't know. He said, how did I get that? Thanks to whoever. That was from Just Jason, Carrie.
If you're not subscribed to him, you better be now.
Rickwood said, I didn't think you were overpacked when we were in Austin, Renee. Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Because you also have to bring all that. Half that stuff you're bringing, honestly, I feel like is for your dogs.
Right. I know. I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah.
Because
you're basically you're just like you're a mom basically.
Right.
Because people always say too when you're traveling with your kid, you're bringing half your house with you anyways.
Right. Gary said, "Well, going to bed now. Have a great and cheesy night, everyone. Good
Thank
night,
you, brother.
Gary.
Good
See
night.
you Sunday."
Yeah.
Renee said, "So you'll receive notification links for special stuff." Yeah, there's a couple more videos you go watch, Carrie. Jackie said, when we went on the cruise, I had a large suitcase, a medium suitcase, 2 bags, my purse. I used half of Jim's large suitcase.
Poor Jim. What did he have then?
What did he need? Just shorts and a shirt. Renee says she goes anywhere for a week, she's going to have to rent a U-Haul.
Aw.
And I like that. Lisa put little unicorns in the chat. That's so cute. Jackie said, I think even if you don't care about the numbers, it's nice to weigh in once every month or 3 just so you can look back and how far you come. Same with pics and such.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That is true.
Because isn't that basically how often I was weighing in when we first started?
Yeah, you were doing once a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my coach has you do that so that you have data. Like she's not even, because again, there were times when my weight was just going up, right? But it was good to have that data. If we didn't have that data, I wouldn't have known that high protein doesn't agree with me. But having that data consistently, again, whenever we made changes, it wasn't like, okay, well, this week didn't work. Next week we'll do this. It was like, no, if we're going to do this, let's do it for, 14, 16 weeks, however long.
There's a method to the madness.
Right. And then it's like, okay, look, Shelly, every time you were doing the high over 100 grams of protein, look at your weight, look at your inches, look at what was going on with that. Like, why don't we try doing lower protein? Let's see what happens there. Okay, now let's try doing higher fat. Let's get you up to 75 to 80% fat and let's see what happens.
That's why, like you were saying too, when I was doing the triple B and E, you weren't dogmatic and sticking with me the same way. You were still eating your veg.
Yeah.
Because of that, because of your gut health.
Yeah, because of my gut health. And that's right. So when he did the triple B and E in July, like he did really well sticking right to it. Again, I think it's different for men. But for me, I was like, I've been working so hard on my gut health. I'm not going to give up my kefir and kimchi just to try triple B and E because I wasn't having issues to where I needed to do that. So that's why I was like, no, I'm still going to have that because I feel like my gut health is more important than, any challenge or triple B and E or whatever.
Because honestly, remember, I'm always looking for a loophole or a little edge or whatever. And I was telling her, you know what I want to do? I want to do triple B and E, but I'm still going to do my bricks and I'm still going to do my keto chow. She's like, well, Heath, why don't you just do keto then? What's the point? I was like, I hate it when you're right.
But I'm always right. So
I know, it's why it hurts.
You hate me all the time?
No, I just hate when you're right.
But I'm always right.
You can't say that.
I can't? I just did.
Your phone's breaking up. I didn't hear you.
Renee said, I won't lie. I still weigh daily, but it's not something I stress about. I just don't love channels that go on and on about weigh-ins and weight loss being the victory. Weight loss is desired, but the victory is your improved health, and weight loss is the awesome bonus that will happen if you're doing it for the right reasons. Yeah, I get that. And I understand, we had some people tell us, well, for them, they find the weight loss videos are motivating and inspiring. And inspiring to do that. But then I've heard also creators of those channels have told us before that, it does put a certain stress on them because they're like, okay, now I have to report this. Oh, I have to weigh in. And sometimes it's hard. And kind of like they kind of want to get out of it, but then it's a hard thing because that's what you've established. It's just...
It almost becomes like that's the basis of your channel.
Well, or...
That's the way it appears to me anyways.
Well, I think for some people, if you build a following and they expect that, it's hard to change from that.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to let down those people who found it motivating and inspirational. But I think ultimately, yeah, when you focus on health, I think everything else will line up. But we'll see, right? I still feel like I'm very much a work in progress. Everything is going great now. We're just going to continue on and just see where this ride takes us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rick Wood said, the interview has me ready to go back making my fermented yogurt, El Ruderai and El Gasserai. I have the ingredients, just need to get it done.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. I mean, I definitely want to do it. So what my plan is, once it gets cool, I want to get, because she has the links on hers, but on Amazon there's the actual yogurt, but it's not for yogurt, but it has a setting, and it comes with 8 glass jars that each hold 6 ounces of the El Ruderai yogurt. You can set it to the temperature of 100. So I want to get that whole kit, and it's only like $40. So it's not like I'm thinking for Heath, I'm just going to be like, this is what I want for Christmas. So I want that, and then I want to get the El Ruderai and the El Gasserai. And yeah, that's my plan eventually around December, because that's when everything should be cooled off enough to start then doing those yogurts. And yeah, when you're hearing like what Rickwood's referring to is Donna Schwink started the El Ruderai and El Gasserai yogurts a year ago. And she said even her, who's been doing kefir and other fermented veg, said she could tell a difference with the El Ruderai and El Gasserai yogurts, that she feels younger and she feels happier and more outgoing. And that's some of the side effects of the El Ruderai. Like, it's supposed to make you a more social and accepting human being. Like, which kind of makes sense, because Dr. Davis is saying that at one point, all of us had El Ruderai in our gut system. But then with antibiotics and all the worldly toxins, almost all humans in the modern world, like America, Europe, are missing El Ruderai now in their gut. But when you look at indigenous people who haven't had, antibiotics and all these things, they still have El Ruderai. And all mammals on Earth have El Ruderai. So we're the only ones in modern places that are missing it, which tells people, of course, it's hard to tell because, you can't, go back in history, but the theory is we probably should have that. And then it makes sense because, as we've progressed as humans, yeah, it would be important as human beings to be sociable and accepting of other human beings, right? That's how you make us grow. So it would make sense that you would have this important bacteria that would encourage that type of behavior and make us grow as humans. I just thought that was a really interesting point. And then plus, like she was saying, it makes your skin younger and softer and more, what's the term? Elasticity in your skin from the El Ruderai and the El Gasserai, and just some other amazing benefits. Go listen to Dr. William Davis. He's like wrote a book and everything about it. And it's like, okay, yeah, like we probably do need these. So that's something that I'm going to probably try come December. So in the meantime, I'm getting all this other fun stuff in, and then we'll start doing that and see what happens from there. Like, I'm kind of excited to see what benefits we'll get from it. And it also makes you more, how do I PG this? Makes you more romantic.
More fun.
Yeah, you want to have more after hours.
Speaking of, when you start wrapping things up, because it's going on 9:30, okay? And here in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna have to start working on every Saturday.
Oh.
So we need to get in the mindset of shutting down a little bit, kind of like we do during the week. This is gonna be a school night for me now.
All right. Rickwood said, that's why keto is such a wide spectrum.
Yes.
Some of us do better with veggies. Some can only do lion diet. It depends. But newbies are getting really confused with all the choices.
Amen.
I think that's true because I do see a lot of people who are new and they'll go into groups and they'll be like, well, wait, so I need to do carnivore or I need to do triple B and E? It's like, no, just if you're starting out, just focus on cutting out the sugars and the grains. Jackie said, I need to start getting back on the scale. I stopped weighing and started binging again. Oh no, it's one of the reasons I haven't recorded vids lately. Oh, but is your kidneys better? The kidney stone's gone?
Right.
That's the most important thing. And then Renee said, oh, shoes are a whole nother reason I pack so much.
Right.
And Jackie said, dress shoes, flip-flops, and tennis shoes. I'm just like flip-flops and it just depends. If we're like when we were on road trips, it was just flip-flops and a pair of sneakers.
Right.
Because I was like, if we're going to go anywhere that requires me to dress up, we ain't going.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the cruise, because they have a formal night, then I did. But now I have those really fancy Doc Martens, and I feel like
they're dressy.
They're dressy enough because they have roses etched on the side. So I'll be like, look, they're dressy.
Have you already turned on the AC?
Earlier, you could turn it down another degree.
I will in a second when I get up.
Guilty by Association said, oh, but in winter, I got to add in various boots too. Love me some winter boots. Wow. Carrie said, good night, Heath and Shelley.
Good night.
Good night.
Again.
Rickwood said, when I went to Europe, I made it with one suitcase for a week.
Wow.
Everything was mix and wear. The skirts and shirts could be changed around. Plus, Europeans actually have a laundromat. So laugh out loud. Right? That's true. That's how I am too, Rickwood.
We'll also do that. Like when we stay somewhere, like we'll get a hotel, we'll get one that has like access to a laundromat. Or when we get an Airbnb, we'll specifically pick one that has a washer and dryer in it.
Yeah.
So we can do laundry if we need to.
Right. But that's what I do as well, Rickwood. Like I do mix and match. Like I'm like, okay, I'm only going to bring this many pairs of shorts and then, X amount of tops because I can, wear this shirt with that top and that or these shorts rather. And that's how I do it. Renee said, big old dog beds for big old hounds.
Right.
Rugs and runners so Jolly can navigate non-carpet floors, foods, bowls, etc.
That's what I'm saying. She's traveling like she's a mom.
I know.
She really is. And I don't fault her for it at all. She takes care of her dogs.
Yeah, she does. A lot better than I probably do mine because I've taken Delilah before and we just got her food.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, when we get to wherever, we'll figure out the rest.
Yeah.
And remember, because a couple of times we didn't bring their beds. I'm like, we'll just ask for a pillow and I'll throw it on the floor.
And she loved it. Because half the time she won't even sleep in her bed when we bring it. She'll sleep right next to it.
I know. So yeah, I just do that.
Or she'll hop in the like a couple of them times at the hotel. They'll have those little a rocking chair, and she'll get in that.
I know.
And she was just happy with it.
She's so sweet. And then Renee said, "Y'all smash that thumbs up." Thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
John's here. Hey, John, welcome back.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
He said, "Heath, congrats on the Home Depot position. Can
Thank
I buy one of those cups I love?"
Yeah, I don't know if we can sell these, but I can find out. What?
Yeah, he'll have to check on that.
You hear them?
Oh, they're playing?
Yeah.
How cute. And then John said, also, I'm from Boston. Is Salem still in your future? I would love it.
We've gone once. We want to go back.
Yes. I love Salem.
Yeah, it's
like,
awesome.
I love it. Of course, Boston is amazing too. When we got to go to Boston on a cruise, we did like the whole historical tour. like saw the famous pub and remember there was like a church we went to. Oh,
No, it's flashing in and out.
oh, it sure is.
I think the cat's ready to go to bed.
But yeah, I would love to go to Salem again, but I want to go in October. I know that's crazy. But I know
why.
But you know, when we went that one time in 2019, it was mid-October, and remember, it was like dead.
Right, because it wasn't actually Halloween. That's
why. But people who live in that area now said that starting the first weekend of October, it gets crazy. And I'm like, it wasn't crazy for us in 2019.
Well, then again, our version of crazy and theirs are different.
Well, that's true.
Because we're from Houston.
Oh, that's true. We are. I mean, I see, because I follow Derek Millen, and he goes like every weekend in October. And yeah, he'll go. And some years it is like swamped busy, and other years it's not. And then they've added this new, it's like Salem Village that's out. It's like 40 minutes away from Salem. And it's like a pioneer village, I think is what it's called.
That's cool.
And everything is back to way it was in like the late 1600s. So I'd love to go do that. But we won't be able to do it, I know, this October. So maybe next October 24 we'll be able.
I don't know. Because 24 is also when we want to do the cruise.
Yeah, but I don't know how that's looking right now.
Oh, all right.
But wouldn't it be fun to go to Salem in October of 24?
I guess.
It would be.
It'd be more fun to go on a cruise, but whatever.
But I would enjoy going to Salem again. And
I guess I will too.
I'll be with you.
I know. That's why I'll enjoy it.
Exactly. But that would be a lot of fun to do that. And then plus it'll be nice and cool up there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Whereas a cruise, it's still going to be hot.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the Caribbean, even in December, it's like still 90 degrees.
That's true. What did your dog want? I'll just let her out.
Let's see. What is it show here? Let me see.
What are you looking for?
It showed it's like this little GIF or picture. Oh, it's like a Cookie Monster. Excuse me. I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. Hi, Delilah. What do you want? L Strange said, Shelly, Temu has the jar that Radical Geek uses for her ferment.
Oh, you better get on that.
How much is it, Lisa? Let me know. Right, I feel the same way. I was actually just thinking of Rhonda earlier. I was like, I feel like I haven't seen Rhonda in a few weeks. I really was. Rickwood said she doesn't look 63 either. Yeah, Donna Schwink. If y'all go to her, go pull up that Cultured Food Life, and she is like right. Look, oh my!
You need to go outside again. Come on.
Look, how old do you think she is?
63.
Does she look 63?
Maybe 40.
Like, to me, like, go to culturedfoodlife.com.
Put the link in there.
And her picture shows up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Copy paste it in the chat.
I thought I did already earlier.
We'll do it again earlier.
But anyway, she's 63. And to me, she does not look 63. But her story is amazing. When y'all have time, go listen to her story on how she got started on kefir. Like, still when I hear it, I'm just like, she talked about another podcast today, and I was like, still touched. I was like, oh my gosh, that's just so incredible.
What are you looking for, Delilah?
Sherry said, great show, you two. I've got Pillow calling my name. Well,
Me
good night,
too.
Sherry. Rickwood said, Shelly, do you have a yogurt maker? I don't yet. So I'm going to get that one.
We have a Instant Pot. That's the closest we have.
Yeah, but that's not the right one for...
Even though it has a yogurt button.
Because, okay, the El Ruderai and El Gasrai aren't technically yogurt.
Oh, okay.
So when you use the yogurt button, it's heating it up hotter for actual yogurt. But the El Ruderai cannot go above 109 degrees or it kills it.
Oh, okay. What are you looking for?
This is the yogurt maker. It's $45 now. That seems like it went up. Because I remember it was like $34.
It was like a slow cooker.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. And see, it comes with all the jars and everything.
Oh, wow.
So this is the one I've been looking at getting. So again, I'll probably get it in December because I don't want to get it until I can get all of the other stuff.
Because remember, I have the app up there where it'll shorten it for you.
Oh, well, too late.
All right. Because I hate the way Amazon does that. You go to copy paste the link to it, and it gives you a novel.
Right. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, so where was it? Because she also has a link on hers. Because I'll just order it through Donna Schwenk so she could get all.
Where are you going? You want to go outside again?
Sutech yogurt maker.
Where are you going? Come on.
Let's see.
Go potty.
Yeah, 45. Because I want to wait and get it once I have the El Ruderai and El Gasarai cultures, which again, it's too hot right now to order those. So I'm going to wait till I can order those in December and get everything together because I'm the type of person.
Come on, let's go back inside.
If I have that appliance, I want to use it right then. And it'll eat at me until I can. So if I buy that machine now, I will just freak out because I still have to wait several months before I can use it. So I'm just going to order everything at the same time so that then I won't be so anxious that I can't do it yet.
I don't know what she wants.
Rhonda said she's feisty like that.
What are you needing? What do you need?
Crafty Carnivorous.
Hey,
Hyla, we met you earlier. She goes, hey guys, in my car waiting for my son to get off work. Wow. He works late. Yeah, we mentioned you earlier. I talked about the collab videos coming out next week. Jackie said, I still got some minor stones, but all 1 mm or less, so they'll hurt. So they'll hurt when they drop, but otherwise I'm okay. I've got to do a litho something test. Got to pee in a jug for 24 hours to try and see why I get them so often. Oh,
wow.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, definitely get that test so they can figure out why you have so many of them. That's awful. And then Hyla said, excited about the collab. Me too. Hyla, me too. Again, I did mention, and I linked to your channel and everybody that is participating in the collab earlier in the live so that hopefully everybody go give everybody a subscribe and then get that notification. Because on Hyla's channel, she already has the video loaded so that you can hit notify when the premiere happens.
Oh, wow. Oh, she's doing it as a premiere?
Yeah, her and Lindy or Paleo Barbie does keto. Hers is a premiere as well.
Wow.
So I think we might do ours as a premiere. Jackie said, I keep trying to grab hair ties and clips for this weekend. I keep forgetting I can't use them right now. Right? Because she got her hair cut. That's so cute.
Just have it.
Jackie said, the cat is ready for after dark. It's flashing.
Oh, wow.
So is he. El Strange said, going in October would be so fun.
Well, let's plan it. Let's go.
That's what I want to do. I want to make it like a group trip.
Are we driving or flying?
Well, I feel like we'll have to fly.
Okay.
So we'll have to get somebody to come over to watch the doggies.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like if we're going to Salem and Boston, and it's not that far, that we need 100% attention.
Yeah.
On that. And, I love my dogs, but, when you travel with pets, you then have to do all the pet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, we need it to be like a group trip. So I'll have to find like a hotel where we can all do it as a group.
An Airbnb even.
Or, yeah, maybe an Airbnb.
Whatever's cheaper, actually.
Yeah, because, Airbnb is not that cheap anymore.
No, because everybody's trying to make it a business now.
Mm-hmm.
Because, there's those companies at the bottom. That's all they're doing now. They're doing it, just straight for profit.
I know. So maybe find a hotel where we can all, be there. I just think that would be so much fun. And then, I mean, we don't have to like hang out together.
Or
the
even share a
whole
room.
time, right? Well, they might not want to share a room with us.
That's what I'm saying. We can just get one like they're next door or across the hall or
Well, don't be next door either.
something. Ha!
I'm just saying. Or bring earplugs. Just saying.
Whoa.
But we don't even have to do everything together. But I think it would just be cool to do some things together
You're
for
right.
the week or weekend or extended weekend. And just like hanging out. I just feel like that'd be so much fun. And just doing it as like a HungryHorde
Hangout.
hangout
Yeah.
in Salem. HungryHorde does Salem or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. HungryHorde Halloween
Yeah.
hangout. Look, yeah, we will definitely get that better. I just think that'd be like so cool to do and to go and do stuff, see stuff, participate in things, and I just have so much fun there. And then plus we need more time because I'm gonna need major shopping money.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shops there that like I really want to go to.
You want to buy all their inventory.
Yes. So definitely need to save up shopping money because
You know what that could mean too then, right?
what?
You have to pay for shipping too, because we're not going to be able to bring it on the plane. You're going to have to ship it home.
I mean, or I just bring like
An
one
extra
pair of clothes.
Or bring an extra, an empty suitcase.
I'm just saying. But yeah, I think that would be so much fun.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
And Renee gave hearts, and then she goes, "Salem was dead." Ha 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 ha.
Oh.
That is funny.
Right.
Yeah, we said Salem was dead. And you know what we didn't do last time? We didn't do the cemetery tour.
Right.
Like we could have walked through the cemetery.
Now we have to go back then.
And y'all, let me see. Let me show you something. This is the shirt I'm wearing today. Look. I mean, so we gotta go. We gotta go. I don't know if you can read that a little bit better there. So I've got my shirt. So I gotta go.
Hey, here's a new plan. We need to open up another savings account and just put vacation fund just for that.
Well, let's just get what savings going.
All right.
Jackie said, "My Salem is a brat." I mean, when you name them Salem, you kind of ask for it.
Right.
Rickwood said, "Well, time for me to call it a night. Dogs are sitting at my feet staring at me like they're telling me, 'Geez, Mom, get your butt in gear. Have a great weekend. See you Sunday.'" Good night, Rickwood.
Good night.
And Ron is laughing at you saying, "Poor Heath."
Oh.
And then Lisa said, "There are cruises out of Boston." Yes, there are.
They're pretty much anywhere that has a port.
But yeah, I've done the
We've done a
New
new
England cruise.
We've done that before, and y'all actually we had more fun driving it than we did taking a cruise out of there.
Because I just feel like with the cruise, by the time you go and do you just don't get enough time.
Yeah.
Whereas like when we stayed in Salem, I think we stayed like 3 days. And I felt like that was good.
Yeah.
Like a good time. 3 days was good for Salem. Now, if we incorporate doing Boston again as well, because I feel like we just got to rush through Boston. Then maybe add a couple more days for Boston.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there are a cruise, but I really, with New England, I feel like it's a lot of fun just to drive and visit there. And then you can take your time.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
What?
Hyla reached 1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Way to go. What are you going to do to celebrate? Oh, she said, "I'll be driving home. Good night. Good night.
Yeah. And I still got to take stuff out to the street tonight, too.
John said, "Heath, you could stay at my place. We can make brownies and hang with my goats out back with some beers."
Oh, wow.
That sounds like fun.
All right.
Do I get to stay or is it just he? Wow. That'd be fun. Oh, your goats. So do you have like goat milk all the time? Or do you like raise the goats for meat as well?
Yeah,
And
what's the story here?
We do love goat meat. Jackie said, I think cruises are a good way to find out if a place would be good to go to. You can recon places like Aruba and Roatan before extended stays.
Oh, that's true too.
Right. And I agree with that too. And that's kind of like when we did the New England cruise, that was a good way to kind of sample New England.
Because part of that too, the drawback for us was that whole their pitch or whatever. It was you see the leaves changing.
Yeah.
And we really didn't. Now when we drove it, we did.
Yes. And it is a great way to sample it and to see where you want to go back. So yeah, then that's when we did our road trip up there. Then we got to spend more time in places that we would enjoy. And plus I have family history in Bangor. So it'd be nice to actually go to Bangor and, kind of look up that half of my family and maybe see, their gravestones and everything up there. So that would be fun. But yeah, I enjoy driving it. It's just so easy to drive around New England area because you can see so many great things that a lot of times you don't get to if you're on a cruise because it was okay. Remember we were going to do that thing in New Hampshire where you go up that really steep mountain, but then they closed it because of snow.
Right.
So there's that drawback. You get somewhere and then they're like, nope, snow, it's too dangerous. You might go flying off the mountain.
Well, at least they're looking out for you.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was just really fun. I enjoy New England.
Yes.
But again, I think part of it is like family history. So maybe that part of me, that family part of me is like, yeah, this is your home.
Right.
But yeah, that was fun. So I'd like to go again, of course, to Salem and then Boston and then Bangor. And because we didn't on our road trip, we didn't go to Maine on the road trip, just on the cruise.
Right.
But I'd like to go up to Maine for more of a extended road trip up there.
Well, let's do it this weekend.
Oh, okay. John said both of us. Thank you, John. And he does have goat milk.
Oh,
I love goat milk. Lisa said, is needing to go to bed. Y'all have a great night.
Me
See
too.
y'all soon. Happy holiday
Good
weekend. Me. You too, Lisa. Thanks for joining us. I guess we'll call it a night. This one's about to pass out
everyone
on me.
else, and I still got chores to do.
That's right.
And everybody else is going to bed.
Everyone else. So thank y'all
Thank
again
you
for an amazing live.
A lot of y'all will see on Sunday. Everyone else will see you next week.
Yes, I cannot wait. And next Friday is another seafood dish.
We don't even know yet, really, what we're going to make.
I don't know.
We'll have
It'll
to
be
discuss
fun. We'll see what we see at the grocery store tomorrow. Right. But yes, seafood.
That's the only problem with that, though. If we buy it tomorrow, how's it going to last a week?
A freezer.
Oh, all right. I want it fresh, though.
Well, we'll see. But oh wow, John says he has family in Old Orchard Beach. Plenty of fun. Oh, I haven't heard of that. Okay, we'll have to do that.
We need to team up with him. Yeah.
I know. You'd be our tour guide.
Yes.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Again, thank you so much for this live. It's been amazing. As always, we enjoy it and we look forward to doing more. So we'll see you next week. Good night, y'all.
Good night.